morning, everybody, and welcome to the classiest place on earth. My name's ClassyKatie. Good fucking morning. We got pummeled in snow, and I am so cold. Good morning. How the fuck is everybody? Oh my god, Eliza. Welcome to the addiction. You never stop playing. I mean, I'm sorry that you started. You never stop. You just never stop. Hades is one of those games you don't ever stop playing. It's like now I didn't want to play Hades. Why did you even say it? How dare you? Good fucking morning, Crispy. Wow, my headphone is like, it's got a weird kink. What happened? Hold on. I don't know how it got bent, but I can feel it. I'm at work forever. Are you stuck there now? I wouldn't doubt it, dude. There's so much snow. Ugh. 3.5 feet. Jesus Christ. The snow starts coming and it doesn't stop coming. And it don't stop coming. I can't. Stop it. Music. It's my weakness. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I turned on God mode because I'm a weenie. God mode really doesn't do much. I didn't even try God mode until I was like trying to beat Hades towards the end. It really doesn't help, I don't feel like. Like the game is hard because you just got to kind of get how to play it. Like once it was like it's like algebra or something. Like it just clicked one day and I was like, "Oh, I get the game." And I got good. It's very bizarre. It's weird. It's like it just clicks. Meg is hard. Oh my god, Eliza, when you get further in the game, you have to play all 3 of them at the same time. All 3 sisters. It's terrible. Like, you get it, like, you start to get good, and it just gets worse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, "Oh, I can finally beat Meg. Oh, wait, why is Tisophony here now?" Sick. It's awesome. Oh, the lava's terrible. Yeah, anytime there's a perk in the game that says, like, less damage from traps, take those. Anytime you get a perk that's like, take 50% or 60% less damage from traps, lava's a trap, everything's a trap. Voulez-vous, uh, Peruski? I don't know any French. Man, I'm sorry. I wish. It's a beautiful language. It's not instant in build-ups. It builds up as you play. The God mode does. Mine builds up to like 50%, and I just was like, I don't feel like it's doing anything, so I just turned it off, and I'm still doing okay. My old job is implementing mandatory overtime for at least the next, what, 3 months? 5 hours during the week? Wait. How can you implement mandatory overtime? How? I'm hot. Hold on. The heat kicked on because of the snow. Air. Uh, da. Un poquito Peruski. I took like 8 years of Russian in college just for funsies. I went to a really, really small school for like high school and everything. And so my education was pretty much just the Oregon Trail. So when I went to college, I took all of the classes I could. Like I got into Eastern European history and that led me into taking Russian and shit. Once I got the alphabet down, I didn't feel like it was too hard. I don't know. I learned Spanish in high school. I don't know. I don't want to sound like cocky, like I'm really good at Russian, but I didn't think it was like exceedingly difficult. The weirdest part about Russian for me was the weird like letters that just change the sound of the word. They aren't actually a letter. So you'll see a Russian word and it'll have like this little baby B at the end of it that is like the minor symbol in music, but it means you like make a ya at the end of the sound. Like there's just so many weird, yeah. Those were the ones for me that I was like, "Oh shit. Where do I put the what does that mean?" It was great. I had a great time. Russian was fun though. My teacher, my professor for Russian was really, really cool. I can't even remember his name now. It's been too many years. Shit. But he was his like what he did for a living. He just taught to make money, but what he did for a living is he studied like the ancient Eastern European societies, like or like where Russian, came from and stuff. He was such a smart person. He had so much like just knowledge to impart on you. It was crazy. He was a really, really cool guy. And I never heard him speak a word of English. To this day, I've never heard him speak a word of English. Like day 1 we walked into Russian, it was Russian. Like from the moment we walked in until the last class, he never spoke a word of English. It was really cool, yeah. He was one of my favorite teachers. Back to hell. I love you, Rod. Don't work too hard. There's always more work. Damon Ex Machina is currently free on EGS. I don't think I've played that. Is it good? Oh my god, Mamba, it was so cool. I mean, it's and for someone from America, I mean, especially, like, I went to a very like, my graduating class was, like, 30 people. Very I'm talking small, like, we had to fight to just keep a school district because our school was so small. And so the education was just shot. Like, small schools don't have any money, so they can't pay teachers, so you don't really have, like, that variety. So I went to college and I met this guy and I was just like, "Holy fucking tits. What a fucking interesting human being." Like, he was just so interesting. Good morning, Monkey Jesus. Happy time zone and take your fucking joy, please. Everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? We got pummeled in snow, so I played with my dogs outside all morning because, you know, I wouldn't lock them inside all day when it's snowing. How rude. They fucking love snow. And then what was cool is after I took that class, I did the ancestry.com and I found out I'm actually Russian, which is cool. Like, I had no idea. So that's kind of neat. I have I haven't been to any Eastern European countries yet, actually, which is shocking because I travel a lot. The farthest east I've been, I think, was like Amsterdam. Well, I went to Thailand, but that's just, we're talking east on the globe, I guess, from America. But no, I don't think I've been anywhere in Eastern Europe, and I really want to go. It's just like every time I want to go, there's catastrophe. Like right now, like the whole thing with Russia and Ukraine's going on. It's like, fuck, I just want to see your beautiful cities. Please stop. Noble Crow, good morning, love. How are you? Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. How are you doing? Had a SWAT team? What the fuck? Oh my god, Mamba, get this. So I didn't go to I went to Western Washington University. It's not a prestigious school, but it was a very liberal school. So I feel like a lot of professors went there to work there that were just kind of hippies. My Eastern European history teacher, Miss Costanza, I'll never forget. She was this crazy Italian woman. She was literally there for the fall of the Berlin Wall. She had a little jar of dust. She had a video. Like, she took video of the wall coming down. She was there for it. Like, some of the professors I had in school, like, I think I just kept taking their classes because they were just so interesting. These people were so fascinating. I just wanted to keep listening to them talk. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Who has footage of the Berlin Wall going down and was there? Like, it was wild. It was just really cool. Like, I try not to be angry about college because of all the student loans I suffered, but I did learn a lot. Like, just the exposure to different humans in college, like humans that had just had these experiences beyond anything I could imagine coming from little old Kittle Falls, Washington. Uh, it was pretty cool. Oh my god, they really are. They really, really well, it's like I feel like grade school teachers, elementary school, middle school, they are held to some bullshit standards, so they don't really get the chance to be that interesting. Whereas college professors, they design their syllabus, they design the whole class, like it's theirs. Whereas like in the younger schoolings, yeah, blame it on exactly what Mickey said. Like I'd blame it on the curriculum. I think especially with all this fucking standardized testing that's being pushed on schools and shit these days, teachers are literally just teaching kids how to fill in bubbles and write their name at this point. Like I can't even fathom how unfun it is to be a teacher under college school right now because you're just teaching kids how to pass a test, which is a good skill. Granted, I don't know. I still to this day can't pass tests. I'm a terrible test taker, but there's so much more to life than filling in bubbles, on a test. I think it's the curriculum because, as far as I understand, college professors really get to design and do whatever they want. Like they basically apply for a job and then they propose their class to the head of the college, and the college says, "Yeah, sure." So they're not like beholden to anybody. I mean, I'm sure they are to a certain extent, but not like schools, like elementary school. I'm trying to think. There's a word, I don't know. I can't think of it. It's not undergrad. Wow. Just ignore me. I'm in Michigan. This is normal. The snow. I mean, it's normal for us too. We're in the mountain. I'm literally in the mountains. Elementary, maybe? I felt like there was another word for it and I'm just blanking on it. But yeah, I just feel like those teachers get fucked. Pre-K, maybe that was it.
_419 tipped $5. CK, now that you know that my puss is the size of a Titan missile silo, I have a confession to make. A family of spiders has made a home in my puss. How do I care for them and feed them so they'll protect my puss from invaders like Rod's PW?
Okay, but what kind of spider? Because it's so specific. Every spider has a different nesting ritual. Like my velvet spiders, seriously, when the female gets pregnant, the moment she's impregnated by a male, her organs start to dissolve on the inside until all that's left is her lungs. And then when her eggs are born, they eat her. She literally lays there and lets them eat her. Like there are so many, I mean, wolf spiders? Okay, you really don't have to do much. This is really cool. So, wolf spiders are one of the very few arachnids in the world that care for their young. So, wolf spiders will literally care for the sac. They carry the egg sac around with them everywhere they go. Like eating, they probably won't eat or anything until the babies are born. And then what they do is when the babies are born, they carry them around on their back and feed them, like literally feed them pieces of bugs and shit until they can go off on their own. So, like, if as long as the mom's present, you've got basically a nursery school going on in your puss puss. I'm proud. You really don't have to do much. They're fascinating. I'm a nerd and I apologize. Primary school. That was the word I was looking for. Fuck yes. Thank you, Steele. Thank you, Sammy. Yes, primary school. That was the word I was looking for. Primary school. Yeah. In any teacher of primary school, I feel like you just are stonewalled basically. K through 12. Yeah, everybody calls it something different. Like if you go to Canada, they don't say grades, they say year, I think. They say like year 12 instead of grade 12. I don't know where the fuck we got grades from. Thank you for that follow, Kovu. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. My name's ClassyKatie. It's fucktabulous to meet you. Take my breath away with your choice. Join my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. And they keep changing the requirements. So teachers just get used to the curriculum and then the school changes that shit. Oh, I mean, I feel like we talk about this every day. I'm so sorry if parents in my chat feel attacked. I don't have kids. My opinion means nothing. Let's just put that out there right now. But it's very bizarre that they keep changing like the math curriculum so weird, so extremely just to try to teach kids math they're literally probably never going to use. And I'm not just saying that. You literally will probably never use it. We all have a cell phone. Like I've heard my friends now that have kids, their kids are being taught new math, which is not math. It's like, what? Why though? Math is a beautiful construct. There's one answer. Like, can we just why? It's so weird. Like my friends cannot even help their kids with math because they are looking at it like, what the fuck is this? But it's not making kids smarter. It's just supposed to make it easier to learn math. My lady is a high school teacher. Oh God. Does she have horrible stories? Is it terrible? Merman, what's up? How are you, love? I have so many wonderful teachers in my chat that tell me horrible stories all the time. Like I just my sympathy is boundless. It's meant to teach them the breakdown of how the math works. Isn't that what plus and minus is for? I feel like I know how math works and I didn't need to know Common Core or whatever the fuck that is. Like, I don't know. I might be ignorant. Like, seriously, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a parent. I don't know. But I mean, you learn how to add, and then you learn how to subtract, and then divide, and that like builds you to the hard math. Like, I don't know. This is better math, apparently. This is the second time they've tried to change how they teach math. Why? I'm not a good math student, but I ended up loving math because I got a good teacher in college. I got one, Mr. Richardson, I'll never forget him. He saw that I wasn't learning the way that other kids were learning, and he literally held me after class and gave me a whole separate class and taught me math in just a different way. Like he just broke it down, the shit different, and I got it, and it like clicked one day, and now I enjoy math. But I think it's all about the teacher, not really the method or whatever. I love math and I'm dreading teaching my kids math. I mean, the math they're teaching in school now is not the math you and I learned. Like, I don't know what it is anymore. It looks like linear algebra to me. It looks like they're doing like logic or something. I was banned from doing math on the board for the class because I skipped so many steps in my head. Me, dude. I am so there with you. I'm literally like a pretty strong C plus B minus student just because I can't show my work. My brain goes far too fast for my hands. So, like, I'll get the answer halfway through doing the work, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And I just write the answer down, and then my teacher's like I almost got flunked out of a math class my freshman year because my teacher was convinced I cheated. She was like, "You had to have looked at someone else's paper." I was like I just burst into tears. I didn't even know what to say. I've never cheated before. I was just like, "What?" She was a cunt. The thing about school prior to college is also you're forced to be there. You're supposed to be there, your attitude, and you have to learn how to crawl before you can walk. So fun is not really a fair gauge. Well, I mean, did I gauge it by fun? I just wanted like math didn't change. Like 1 plus 1 will always be 2. You know what I mean? The way they teach it changing is bizarre to me, I guess. That's the only thing that's weird to me. Oh, okay. I was like, I mean, school's not fun. I think I told you guys yesterday I'd rather gargle glass and play in traffic than ever go back to school ever again in my entire life. Ever. Like I am the world's worst student. I'm a bad test taker, and school taught me that I'm dumb. That's what school gave me, and a nice anxiety attack. They're trying to teach him critical thinking and logic by showing oh, so it's kind of like combining logic into it? Well, I kinda get that. Logic was really I mean, I took a logic class in college and I dropped out. I've never dropped out of a class before, but I was 2 weeks in and I was like, "I have no idea what's going on. If then this, that, what?" No. Well, I just my brain doesn't work that way. I could not think like, I'm a very logical person naturally, but those like, logic problems and logic math, I was like, the answer is booger. They're teaching my daughter geometry and algebra in 3rd and 4th grade. Whoa. But they don't teach them the vocabulary of math, like the definition of an equation, variables, formula. Oh. They just show them the formulas. W Man, I'd love to look into that and just see, like, what's the purposing and what teachers in America think of that style. I don't know any math teachers. I don't think. I don't think I do. I don't think I know any math teachers. You didn't show your work, fuck you. That was me every fucking time. Like, I literally almost got flunked out of a class, like, put an F and had to pay for a class because some bitch wanted me to show my work, and I'm like, "I get that you want me to show work. I could tell you it. I can speak faster than I can write, but I can't write as fast as my brain goes." It's supposed to stimulate critical thinking. Does it? I think I'm a pretty fun teacher, and I have a lot of interesting knowledge. I don't doubt you're a fun teacher, Mickey, ever. You're an interesting human being. Whether they're teenagers or willing to learn is an entirely different matter, however. How do you so this is a really good question for teachers in chat. How do you get around that? So, like, when you have a kid who obviously it's nothing personal against the teacher. Like, kids, they're bringing to school whatever's going on in their personal environment most of the time. How do you get around that as a teacher? Because like, I don't know what I would do. It would feel like banging my head against a brick wall. Like, I understand that there's things outside of school that are horrible, but, like, you gotta learn how to read. Like, it's the only way to get through life. "Hi, Drew. How are you, my love? How's baby King J?" I need to know. Show your work. It's my goddamn head, right? I'm so glad I'm not alone in that because I mean, seriously, I used to get so mad when I went to my therapist when I was in college because I was like, college is teaching me I am an idiot. That's all it's taught me. I've gotten nothing out of this program except that I'm fucking stupid. Because I mean, I do, like I've told you guys, I would follow the recipe. Like, I would go to class every fucking day, pay attention, take notes, study 12 hours in the library every goddamn night, and still get a D or fail because I just can't take tests. And it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible, horrible feeling doing everything you're supposed to do and just still coming out bad. COVID free? Thank fuck. Oh my god. I was literally gonna burn the world down, Drew. Like, I have no patience. If I get the answer, why do I need to show you how I get it? I get why they want the work, but like accusing an 18-year-old in their first year of college of cheating right away because they can't show their work, like, come on. Come on. Stop asking me how to show work after I explain how to solve the problems by seeing them in 3D in front of my head. My brain just moves at like the speed of a crackhead. Like, I get to the answer before I even think of the problem fully. And so then I get really confused because then I have to like work backwards and try to find my work. And I don't miss those days. I don't miss those days. So the counter to that is if you don't show your work and get something wrong, how does someone show you where you went wrong? And see, I bet that's where it is, honestly. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I get it. Like, I'm not hateful towards them for what they want. It's just I'm hateful for the way my brain works. I don't like that my brain has to be different than
Go
everybody
Pikachu,
else.
come out.
It's not fair.
I'm gay.
Fohammer_419 tipped $5. CK to satisfy my kink, I want to fuck the green M&M after they came out just to piss off Tucker Carlson, and then he'll get a better job somewhere else just to piss off the Theta Care hospital system in Wisconsin that sues people for getting better jobs. You will.
Did you guys hear about that? The Wisconsin hospital? Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't know there was a green M&M character. I had no idea. I grew up without TV, so I've never seen these commercials that everyone talks about with these M&M characters in them. I had no clue. Ah. They're pissed Minnie isn't showing off her bloomer. Wait, what? Who the fuck is fucking sexualizing these cartoon characters? The fuck? Little Black Dress, exact same. Same. It slowed me down and made me dumb. Made me dumber. Yeah. As the sexy ass Skittles. I mean, I seriously saw a clip of Tucker Carlson like saying that taking away the high heels of the green M&M was deleting femininity and our sexuality as human beings. That's he said that. Some along those lines. Like it's not a direct quote, obviously. I don't remember him. You know, I hate him, but does Tucker Carlson want to fuck M&Ms? Oh, so there's a Wisconsin hospital. I believe I can't remember all the specifics. Fo, correct me if I'm wrong. They're paying people shit, and so people are quitting to go to new hospitals, and the hospital is suing them for quitting because it's COVID, and they're like deserting their job for a better job. I'm not kidding. Oh, I wish I could find a clip of it. Man, I watch way too many news clips in the morning. I just never know where they are. I mean, yeah. Yep, that's what's happening. And like they're going on it's free market, exactly. Like they're going on the whole you have to give 2 weeks. No, you don't. Most places in the world do not require 2 weeks. It's like a nicety to give a 2 weeks notice for your job. You don't have to. It's fucking anthropomorphized candy. I know, and he wants to fuck it. Oh, did the judge overturn it? Thank fuck. I didn't see that part. Good job. Good job. They went to the court to get an injunction to literally stop them from being able to quit their jobs to move to another hospital. Yeah, literally. Which is crazy to me because personally, I would not want a nurse working in my hospital who I had sued. They're probably not going to have their heart in it. You know what I mean? Like, what? It's crazy to me. They filed an injunction to make them stay. Yeah. Yeah. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't do that. It's funny how we're talking about that aspect of M&Ms and not the fact that Hershey and Mars are both being investigated for using child labor overseas. That doesn't shock me though, Phoenix, to be fair. I've been to Hershey Park. Tucker Carlson's the world's most punchable face. TM. Dude, I want to punch him in the throat so many times. Katie, you asked what we do. Yes, I did. Yes. Oh, thank you. What we do with pupils who just don't want to participate no matter what you try to teach them. I don't. If they're brought up to be insolent little fucks, you're doomed. Really? However, you try to vary the tasks, the kinds of work they have to do, make them do physical stuff, etc. That is so heartbreaking. Do you ever have the parents come at you guys like, how come you didn't change the way my child acts after I brainwashed him for 8 years or 16 years or whatever? Really? Jesus Christ. It is kink shaming. It's why yeah, I mean there's so many things I could say, but I guarantee you can all guess them already. Why are we concerned about a cartoon M&M? There are so many horrible things happening in the world right at this exact moment. Russia and Ukraine, um, forced hysterectomies at the border of America and Mexico there's still internment camps for Mexican children at the borders. We have a deadly pandemic rushing the world. I don't know. Half the world thinks they can do their own research on vaccinations. Texas is trying to overturn Roe versus Wade. I don't know. There's a few other things I could think of to focus on besides an Eminem's fake shoes. Maybe that's just me. I'm a hippie. Black bags in China. I'm saying, like, yes, Mickey, I do. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. One of the parents refuses to recognize her daughter as a badly mannered demon. She blames you. And that is so I have two cousins that are this kid. And my aunt is a dumbass. She drives me insane. I don't know how the fuck you worked at Hershey Park. Shut the fuck up. That's hilarious. She ugh. When you don't tell your child they did something wrong, that kid is going to go through life thinking they are flawless and they're never going to be able to take no for an answer. And they are doomed. Like, you have doomed your child. I have two cousins who are grown adults in their 40s. Neither of them have been able to hold a job more than a week in their entire life because their mother, like, if they did something wrong, the mom would put it on someone else, not the kids. The mother would do this. Like, oh, well, they didn't do anything wrong. Those other kids started it. My kid didn't do anything wrong. She did this throughout their whole childhood, and now they're just terrible people. I mean, terrible people who just woe is me. I'm the eternal victim. Please take care of me. I've been hurt like forever. And it's so sad. Ooh, Swagna, thank you. Tucker Carlson probably uses tabs and mayo as fleshlight. Hey there, I'm new here. Just saw you on the featured page. Oh shit, what up? And heard the Tucker Carlson part and laughed so hard. So I'm gonna follow you. Welcome to my tribe. We hate. I'm very anti-hate. I hate hate. And anyone that spews that shit. And he seems to spew a lot. A lot. Candy personas do exist. I mean, are the candy persona people like freaking out over these high heels? Mickey, are you kidding me? Oh my god. So Mickey just said because of this problem child that, the mom would not own up to any of it. The principal came to Mickey's class for 3 weeks? Shut the fuck up. I don't even know. This is why I don't want kids. Nope, I can't. It's so stressful. Crispy just gifted a fucking sub to Smashington. Smashington, welcome to the tribe, homie.
Hail Satan. Remain consensual.
Refresh the page so you don't have to suffer ads that I have to run every couple of hours just so they don't run in the middle of the content. And shall we cheers? For those new to my channel or just swinging by, my name's ClassyKatie. I pretty much talk about world events and healthcare and mental health all day and smoke a lot of weed. It's recreationally legal here, and I am over 21. Just barely. Sammy, it's so hard because, you don't ever want a kid to feel like they're not heard, but I feel like it's a trickle down from the parents. Oh.
Coxswain come.
Oh, the litter box thing. Wait, what's the litter box thing? Wait, what? Smashington. I mean, I like to, my community makes me cool. I'm not that cool, but my mods, myself, and my community have carefully curated this chat for 7+ years. I'm very proud of it. Thank you for hanging out with us today. You were teaching the source criticism about our consultation. They were not interested in learning. Wow. What did he say? Oh, okay. So to be fair, he had my back, but he had to be able. Well, obviously, yeah, you have to. He saw how all of them were asshats. So what do you do then after that happens? Does he go talk to the parent? Honeyman Gaming, welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream. My name's ClassyKatie. It's fucktabulous to meet you. Take my breath away with your choice to join my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I invite you and your brethren to take your pants off, place your hand on shelves, and enjoy your time here. I don't stream with pants on. That's a lie. It's winter and it's freezing. I invite you to do the same, however. Embrace your goddamn nudity, mother fluffer. Thanks for the follows, guys. That nonsense claim about litter boxes being put in bathrooms because of furries. Wait, what? First off, most of my friends that have a cat put the litter box in the bathroom just because there's a fan and it like airs out the litter box smell. What is this connection between furries and a litter box? Oh my god, Drew, we got like a foot overnight. There's probably way more now. It's like uh, coming down extremely hard. I don't know a word for that with snow because it's like fluffy and light and blow around. There's a shit ton. We're still getting snowed on, yeah. The garden's carefully pruned, and it's one of my favorite places to be. I can't wait to garden this spring and, like, turn my yard into something that actually has green. Oh, yeah, Drew, like, I woke up this morning, and I couldn't see my yard, like, it was just covered, and my front step to my car is completely covered. I have no idea how much it is. A lot. It's a lot. It's falling oh, yeah. I'd show you, but because of the lighting because I keep this room so dark because I'm a cave dweller, if I opened that window, the sheer amount of light that came through it would blind every single one of you instantaneously, so I won't do that. Maybe. We had an individual parent-teacher talks with the kids there. Wow. We were 3 teachers and my principal there. All but 2 paired of parents agreed to the solution we presented. The remaining pairs complained for a week till my principal told them to either comply or find your kids a school on the mainland. Oh, shit! Your principal sounds dope. Is this the one that told you you were a puppy? A metric shit ton. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna go with metric shit ton of snow. It's fucking cold, so I have leggings on. I've been growing ganja and I'm finally oh my god, are you excited? Dude, Melioriated's literally been in trim prison for like 2 weeks with his grow. I think this year I might actually grow my own weed. I don't know. I was thinking about it. Ooh, I sent a picture of Jeremiah and Santa. Oh my god. He actually got to go see Santa. Dude, all the places around here that they didn't even have this Santa. Like, because of COVID. Oh, new one. Okay. Yes, well, everybody has a problem, right? But I didn't want to compliment the guy that called you a puppy dog because that I'm still angry about that. The person, excuse me, that called you that. Like that still pisses me off. That's just beyond insulting. It's like, ugh, what's wrong with you? Trim jail is so real, but it's so worth it. So worth it. Should we cheers? Lady Emma, I would love to cheers with you. I grew my own in Maryland and it was super fun, but they have weird rules about it in Colorado. Like you can have 8 plants per person, but you have to grow indoors. Indoors. You must like that's the big legal thing. You have to grow indoors. And I have a really, really small house. And if you've ever grown weed or you know anything about a marijuana plant, they get huge. Like they're like a little shrub. They're not this cute little plant you trim buds off. Like they can get like 8 feet tall. So it's a matter of like figuring out where the fuck I would do it. I want to do it behind me so you guys can like watch them grow throughout the year. I thought that'd be cool. Do you enjoy shatter? I love shatter. Yes. Shatter is probably one of my favorite dab forms to be honest. Just because I feel like you don't waste any. Like I buy I get these little dabs like this where they come in like the little pot, you know. And you got your little wax. Oh god, it's so light you can't even see it. The little wax ball in there. But I feel like there's always some crumbs left. Like, I'm always digging at it and wondering if I'm smoking plastic or something. Same, Robo. Same, though. You can train them to be short and bushy, but then they're still gonna be wide, though, right? Like, my house is really small. My old apartment was bigger than this house. This house is very small. So I really don't have much room. Like, I don't even have a dining room. I don't have a dining room table. I don't have anywhere to eat. Like, I sit on the floor or my bed. Like, that's how small my house is. So it's just, you know, it's the semantics, where the fuck they're gonna grow. Me too. I hate wasting it. They're so expensive. Like, for those of you who don't smoke pot or live in a legal area, a little pot of dabs like this size, you can see this is real small, is like $50. It's not cheap, and I just can't stand when you get shatter though, it comes like on wax paper and you just unfold it and break a chunk off. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, it's so much better. Growing weed is stupid easy facts, especially if you live somewhere that's warm and humid, like Maryland. I mean, I barely had to do anything. Like I literally had to do nothing and these plants just grew into monsters. I had to do nothing. Whereas here, because it's not a tropical climate, I'll definitely have to do a lot more. My uncle bought and converted a a 1960 shipping container to a grow room? Oh, that's amazing. That's so smart. Dude, like a train car kinda shipping container, like that big? Oh, it's illegal? I'm so sorry, honey man. Weed being illegal is the dumbest thing that's been illegal in a very long time. One of the parents tried to come after my qualifications. Shut the fuck up! My principal showed her my diploma just to shut her up. Are you kidding me? It reminds me of people coming to the hospital, though. I mean, people coming to the hospital and asking for ivermectin paste. That's basically, like, that's how it sounds in my head. Like, you come to the hospital where it's just chock full of hundreds of people who have gone to 10 plus years of school to make you better, and you tell us how to do our job, and we're like, "What? 'Kay. Sure thing, bud." Oh, it's no sense. Like, in America, weed is still a schedule what is it? A Schedule 1 or something? It's still in the same category as heroin, but it's recreationally legal in half the country. It's so weird. Off the topic you are all on, I'm poor and on SSD, so I get the free government phone. I was with insurance, which was Sprint. Oh, excuse me. I was with Assurance, which was Sprint. I know it was a free smartphone, but they were shit quality. I just got the new phone since they got bought out. The new company fucking gave me a Moto G. Dude, for free? Fucking A, dude. That's awesome. I was worried that your phone plan was gonna get fucked. I was gonna suggest Google Fi. Google Fi is the best thing I've ever done. Like, my phone bill is $20 a month for 2 phones. It's crazy. I don't know why anybody does anything else other than just not having service. I totally get that. Like, you basically have to have access to Wi-Fi for it to be that cheap. 8 plants, you probably need around 1.5 to 2 square meters of floor space if you train and I have that actually. I could do that. That's not too much. My pot shop literally sells seeds and plants to buy. Google right cone, dude. I don't know. I'm so pissed I didn't have Google Fi for so long and that I was paying hundreds of dollars to have a goddamn cell phone. Oh my god. Google Fi, if you guys haven't checked out Google Fi, it's the only thing that sucks is there's no physical store to go to. So that's why it's not like known about or popular. You do it online, but you only pay for what you use. So if you're home 24/7 and you live on Wi-Fi, you pay nothing. It's amazing. I love it. I'm obsessed. Like, I was paying $200 for a phone bill for so many years, and now it's $20 a month for the same shit. It's crazy. Yeah, me neither. Cone, my phone bill's actually been free because I got a new phone. I got this like flippy phone because my old one died. But I only got this phone because I got like a $400 rebate that went towards my phone bill. So I don't think I'm gonna have to pay my phone bill for like 2 years now because I got a phone. Like, Google Fi is so dumb cheap. It's just nobody knows about it. But if you are seriously listening to me and you're like, oh my God, Google Fi sounds amazing, find someone you know with Google Fi. If you don't know anyone, ask me. I can give you a code. I get a discount, you get a discount. Google Fi is dope. Find someone with a Google Fi code. It's just phenomenal. I mean, how does all these other cell phone carriers even still exist when Google Fi is out there? I just don't know. I don't know, honestly. It's crazy. It's so cheap. Oh, Google Fi. So basically what you do with Google Fi is you sign up for it. You can bring in a phone or you can buy a phone. You don't need to buy a phone with them. And then your bill, I think your base bill is like $32 a month. And that's like the cheapest your bill's ever going to be is like 32 bucks a month unless you have the crazy rebate I have, in which case my bill's been free for a bit, but it's like 32 bucks a month base. And then if you have one phone on the plan, every gigabyte of data you use, so whenever you're not on Wi-Fi, you'll pay $10 for every gigabyte up to 6 gigabytes, and then it's free. So the biggest your phone bill could be is $93. Period. Like, there is nothing else. There is serious, and that's, I mean, that's like really using your phone pretty hard out in the world, I guess. But like, who's not on Wi-Fi most of the time? Even if you leave your house, like, where's there not Wi-Fi? I don't even know. But for 2 phones, if you have 2 phones on the plan, you pay up to 10 gigs. But I literally never pay gigs because we don't leave our house. Like, we work from home. It's just crazy. I don't know what to say about it because it's so dumb cheap and crazy easy. I have 100 gigabytes of data on my plan and literally never use. That was me. Like, those other phone plans make you pay for them before you use them. Google Fi doesn't make you pay for anything you didn't use. It's crazy. All they do is throttle speed is if you go over the 60, and I've never noticed it. Like, when obviously I'm gonna use up my phone plan when I travel. Like when I went to oh, that's the other thing. Google Fi is international. So I can go to Canada, I can go to fucking Thailand, I can go to Russia, and I never have to contact my phone provider. I don't have to do anything funky. My phone works. Like, I can call people, I can use the internet anywhere in the world. Because what Google Fi does is it uses everybody else's towers. Kind of like Ting. Ting is almost exactly the same. I've heard a lot of good things about Ting Mobile. Google has a deal so they can use anyone's tower. So, like, for instance, if I'm chilling, I just got something in my eye. If I'm chilling on my phone and I notice my service is kind of shitty, I can put it onto airplane mode for 30 seconds, take it off airplane mode, and it will connect to a different tower. Whatever tower is the best currently, it will do that. And I can do that at any time because it can use any tower. It's not like just Sprint towers or just Verizon towers. But the international thing was really the huge sell for me. Wouldn't it get too warm? Oh my God, Crispy, you're so right, though. Holy fuck, how did I not think of that? I would be so hot, I would die. Oh, that's a good point. Podunk Rural, see, and that's where I grew up, is Podunk Rural, where you don't get the choices. It sucks. I mean, I have the cheapest plan you can possibly get because I don't leave my house. I've never quite understood why data is so expensive in the States. I pay the equivalent. Honestly, it was just because these phone companies had a monopoly on it. That was it. It was like the big phone companies, like, it was like T-Mobile and Verizon and Singular, or what is it called now? AT&T. They just they all had the monopoly. Like, we literally had no other choice of phone service, so they could charge whatever the fuck they want. Like, there was no reasoning to any of it. But there was no other alternative for us to look at. It's kind of like internet now. Like, everybody's stuck on fucking Time Warner or Comcast because there's just most places in America we don't have another option. It's kind of crazy. Will the LED lights work the same? I wonder. I'll have to look into it. That's a really good point though, because it does get fucking hot in here. Our infrastructure is garbage sack, unless you live near a city. And if you live near a city, it's like the infrastructure is better, but there's so many people that you don't have any service because everybody's using the exact same cell phone tower. Like, try to use your cell phone in Times Square. I dare you. $750 USD a month, 10 gigs, and free speech plus international speech. That's amazing. Like, that's the way it should be. You have to remember, tons of people hate Google with a passion. Do they? They don't want that Google 5G in their bodies? Are people against Google? I didn't know. I didn't know. There are unwritten agreements between most ISPs to stay out of each other's areas. Oh, I hate it. It's such a gimmick. It's a gimmick. 1,800 peeps, Katie. That's amazing. That's kind of how I feel, and I love it. But most people just don't even know Google Fi exists because there's no physical store. Like, you got to go to their website. LED lights are great, but the decently powerful ones I've had still got hot enough to need venting outside. Yeah, I'm wondering. I do have a basement. Like, we have my basement's literally a grow room. Whoever owned this house before Scott and Bree owned it lied and said that the basement set on fire so that they could get insurance money, and they decked the basement out in mirrors and wiring. So my basement, which you have to access from the outside, it's like a cellar basement, is like a shorter ceiling because it's not totally finished. So, like me, I feel kind of creepy down there, but it's a grow room. Like, they made a grow room in our basement, but I don't like going down there because it's creepy and there's no stairs. Like, I have to climb a really ghetto ladder to get down there, and I can't get out fast enough for the monster to not get me. So I have never gone down there. It scares me. I don't like basements. I'm not even shitting you. When I was house shopping, I like to look at Zillow and shit just to see what houses cost and stuff. If you had a creepy basement, even listed, I nixed ya. I'm scared. Thank you for the resub, Droshanka, my love. How you doing, honey bean? Oh yeah, it could work really well. It's just, I don't. Does anybody else have like that like sensation when you're in a creepy basement. You gotta, like, run up the stairs as fast as possible. There are no stairs to run up. I have to scramble up a rusty ladder. I'm gonna die from the monster, though. You know what I mean? I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of things that don't exist. It's a bad problem. I don't even know. Little Black Dress, it's really weird. Have you ever seen, like, a cellar basement, the way that they're made? It's like there's a cover on basically a cement square against my house, and you take the cover off, and it's just a straight down on this ladder. So there's nowhere to even put stairs. I'd basically have to put stairs going into the basement from inside my house somewhere, which God fucking knows what that's gonna cost. My P.O. box is still up. Yes. Why? Ooh, is there any place in your house where you could have a spot that you would receive fresh air and at least 2 by 2 by 4? In the summertime, because it gets so hot, we do not open the windows. I mean, it's like 120 degrees here in the summertime. So, I mean, we have window AC units blowing air in the house all the time, but like no fresh. I mean, and the even if I had the doors open, it's not fresh air because it's fire smoke air. You guys remember, all summer I cough up black, like I'm dying because of the fire smoke. It has a concrete floor, yep. Mhm. Yeah, it's like a root cellar, exactly. That they like, you know, got some money and put mirrors in and shit. Um, doesn't help that the head of the FTC for a while was an ex-Verizon corporate lawyer. You know what I learned, BDO? Um, AT&T fully, like, they're one of the sole providers of money to Trump's little social network he invented. Like, singular AT&T, they sold, like, they completely fund it, which is kind of crazy. I live in an island with 1,800 peeps, Katie. I can pick from 7 fiber ISPs just to put the USBS into perspective. Granted, though, your country's super small. Like, it's like a booger sneeze. Whereas, like, our country's enormous. It's it's too big. So, I don't know. I don't even know how they decide on shit like that. Honestly, what happens in our country is things just stay near the cities. Like I'm sure you guys have heard of like Boeing will be like, we're gonna put a new Boeing hangar somewhere. Who wants it? And all these towns in the middle of America that desperately need jobs and money and infrastructure are like, please give it to us. We have so many people that need jobs. And they're like, nah, we're gonna put it in New York. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that about AT&T. It's kind of crazy. Oh, AT&T, they cut off OAN. No shit. Did they really? Oh, that shocks me. You shocked me into a cough. That literally shocked me. There's definitely something in my eyeball on this side. Thank you, anus. How are you? Something just fell in my eyeball. Oh, God. Is it an eyelash? Probably. Hold up. Ow. I might have to go look at my eye. It hurts so bad. Something fell in my eye and it stings. Oh, God. Hold up. Okay. Actually, we need to take a break. Let's take a quick break, and I'm going to go pick whatever the fuck is in my eyeball out. Because whatever just fell in my eye. It hurts. It's probably an eyelash, let's be honest. Let's take a quick break. We haven't taken a break today. Stand up, stretch your dicks, get a fresh beverage, pack your bowls, do what you must. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to run a 3-minute block of ads just to get them out of the way and try to get whatever's. My eye is just watering. I don't know what fell in it. Oh, I'll be right back. Brr! Ugh! It is really fucking cold. David! 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 I got your Christmas card! It happened! I was just really excited. Thank you. I got it last night and I was like, oh my God! Dude, Southern Belle, I'm not even shitting you. Last year I got a Christmas card someone sent me in November, in June. What do you do? It's so weird. The mail confuses me. And yesterday, literally yesterday, David was like, I'm afraid your card was lost. And I'm like, nope, no, I can't accept it. I received Christmas things until January or until June last year, so I'm just gonna go with June as the cutoff. Samwise Targaryen. Oh my god, what a mix. How are you? Good morning. So I stood up and whatever was in my eye left. So I have no idea what fell in my eye. Probably an eyelash. So I have enormous eyelashes. They don't really, you can't see them on stream and I don't know why. I have huge eyelashes and when they fall in my eye, it's like getting a thorn in my eyelash or in my eyeball. It's terrible. Well, welcome. Any friend of Southern Belle is a friend of mine. Welcome to our tribe. My name's ClassyKatie. I smoke a lot of pot and play some video games. I was actually thinking of playing some Hades today because Eliza got me thinking about Hades. And it's such a good game, though. I mean, how do you go wrong? It's so good. Thank you. I tried to do something fun. I tend to like I try to like my makeup is kind of how I wake up in the morning. Like just I don't do it because I feel like I need it. I just do it for funsies. A lot of people like to be like, "You look so pretty without makeup." Thank you so much. I don't feel like I need it, so don't worry. I just do it for fun. But sometimes I feel like I get in a rut and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like I've run out of ideas. So what I did this morning is I literally put primer on my hand and I created an eyeball on my hand with these colors first. And then I was like, okay, I can do that. And then I put it on my face. Ooh, Hades is on sale? Oh shit. What's it on sale for? Let's look. If you've never played Hades before, I know you must have heard of it. It's easily one of the best games that have ever existed. Easily. It's incredible. Let me see what it's on sale for. Uh Hades. Oops, wrong keyboard. Hades. 16? Nice. That's not a bad. Oh wow, Katie, seriously? Yeah, 16.24 for Hades, guys. That's pretty good. 35% off. Totally worth it. You guys know me, like I don't invest extra time in games. Like I'm a beat it, get over it, and never play it again. Kind of like a book. Like I have a really hard time rereading books because I know how they end. And Hades, I have 628 hours in. It's a lot of hours. It's a really good game. My hair does look really vibrant, huh? It's finally not bleeding anymore, thank fuck. Well, BDO, I don't know if you were here first thing this morning. That's what Eliza said. Eliza was like, Katie, I started playing Hades and I'm addicted. I was like, oh, honey, you're never going to play anything ever again. Damn it. My final hour count for ESO, I never added it up between all my tunes. I can remember my my Nightblade, my PvP Nightblade. I had 2,700 hours on just that tune alone. And when I saw that, I made the conscious decision not to look at the other ones and see 'cause I don't want to know. Cuz that's just my PvP character. Like I had 3 trials, like, trials PvE characters and those take hours. Like I don't want to know how many hours I had. It was a good time though. Like I don't regret it. I had so much fun. I met so many amazing people in ESO. Like I never regret it. It's just like what? What? 7,000 hours? But you've been playing it for 6 years. Yeah, and that was me with ESO. Like by the time I'd stopped playing ESO, I'd already played it for like 6 years, I think, ish. Since launch. Dr. Dre Bunny bitch, thank you for the resub. Good morning. Gotta go into the office soon, but I can at least catch the beginning. Oh, good morning. I was just talking about maybe playing some Hades. Eliza's got into it and she's playing it and kind of struggling, and I don't know, I might be able to give tips or something. It's on Game Pass. Ooh, Game Pass is amazing. David just brought up that Hades might be on Game Pass too. If you don't have Game Pass, that is like one of the best places to try out games. They put out so many good games for free every month. It's crazy. I only have 106 hours. Well, you started way after me though, right? I mean, that's cool. To be fair, I like Hades is kind of how I drowned the world out when my dog died. So, like, for a month, I would wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and just play Hades for 12 hours and then go to bed. Because it was the only way to get my mind off anything. So, to be fair, I definitely had, like, it was my crutch, I would say. I definitely crutched on Hades a lot. And I'm ever so thankful for them. They saved my brain and my life. Team Fortress 2, I've never played that. Is that good? Ooh, Hades is 12.66, 12 pounds 66 in the UK. If anybody's in the UK, I know lots of you are all over the world, but if you're looking for it, it's great. Hades also, in my opinion, has maybe the best game soundtrack to ever exist. I'm a sucker for anything that comes out of Supergiant Games. However, this soundtrack is just so phenomenal. I love all the other ones, like the Pyre soundtrack. All of them are gorgeous, but this soundtrack is something else. Oh, it's the OG Overwatch. Oh, was it like one of the first battle royale kind of things? It's hard for me to play on Switch. The Switch controller is different. I just play it on my computer with an Xbox controller. But like I just have this I have it. Yeah, this guy. And my Switch. Playing it like this, I don't know, I'm not as good. I don't have a Switch controller. I just have these guys. I'm bad at it. It's weird. I'm not good. I know some people are phenomenal on Switch and with this, I'm really bad. Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. Nice. I used to love games like that. I've been looking actively trying to find a good PvP game I can sink my teeth into because I do miss it. I really miss just like that high speed, high energy like environment, I guess. But I don't want to invest 27 hours into an MMO for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was real good at ESO PvP because like Eliza, Ginny, myself, multiple other people literally played it 8 hours a day every single day for 6 years ish. And like it's cool, but I don't want to do that again. I just want to be able to jump into a PvP and have fun. And like Destiny got fucked up the ass. ESO's been destroyed millions of times. It's just disheartening. You put a lot of time into a character and it gets fucked in the dick. Lost Ark PvP. What is that? Lost Ark. Is that like Ark? David, I want to, but like the Destiny PvP players drive me nuts. Like I don't know what they did to the game because I don't like follow the devs or anything, but they made it so like I don't know, every time I jump into the Crucible, I feel like every single person has the exact same weapon. And if you're not really good with that weapon, you just die instantly. It makes me sad because I really, really like Destiny. Destiny was one of my favorite games ever. As an 11 pound? What the fuck? Oh, it doesn't have PvP? Boo. I loved Crucible. I really did sink my teeth into it for quite some time, but it just there becomes in every game ever, there's gonna be a meta. And it's up to the devs to kind of like tweak things so the meta goes away, and I don't feel like they're doing anything about it. Metagaming, thank you, David. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees that because I try not to be picky. Like I definitely metaed ESO. Like I was hard. I still have slodes on my night on my little night blade. I still have slodes on my night blade. To this day, I can still whoop people with it. But I don't know. It's just I don't want to like invest that much time into something just to be good at it. Like I want it to be more about the skill of the game and less about the time you invested to get some rare gun or something. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just me. I might be really hard to please when it comes to PvP. I'm just too into it probably. I played too much. Really, Tamood? I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's like exhausting. And like ESO is my best example because that's the one I really fucking ball fucked for years. But like ESO, what they would do is in order to be really good in PvP, you had to go do some PvE dungeon for the helmet you need. And like, I don't like PvE at all. I will click through all the dialogue, race through everything as fast as possible to get the helmet and go back to PvP. Don't do that to me in any game. Like, I get you're trying to force me to play other content. That's going to make me quit your game. I'm an adult. You don't force me to do shit. Mark, good morning. How are you? Which teas did I like best? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look at the bags. I saved the bags. Is that weird? I'm gonna have to look at the bags because I don't remember the names. Lizzie, it's really fun. Let's play some Hades. I'm gonna change my category, and you guys can see if you like it or not. When I play, like, granted, I have over 600 hours in the game. I'm very, very, what's the word? Progressed in the story. So when I play, it's gonna look insanely more chaotic and harder than when you play first coming out. Does that make sense? I have things put on the game that make it harder for me. So I don't want anyone to be scared and look at it and be like, "What the fuck is that chaos shit?" Your game won't look like mine. I make it harder. Oh, Hades is so much fun. Oh my god, it's so much fun. So much fun. Ooh, a chocolate flavored tea? Dude, there's a really good it's literally the tea type is called pu'er, like shit air, but it's spelt I don't even know anymore. It's called pu'er. It's a Chinese kind of tea, but they have a chocolate flavored one that's delicious. ESO isn't reliable. The meta gets shifted a lot, so fan service, yes. And I feel like they've really moved towards catering the game for new players. Like they want a new population to come into the game. They want people to buy the game, which I get. But that in turn chases away all the people that have been playing since beta because you forgot about us. Like I'm still playing with Slode's armor. When did Slode's come out? 5 years ago? And it still whoops? Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's a million diet teas. They are garbage. They're just laxatives, which are very dangerous for you. I highly advise none of you buy into diet teas. Please don't do that. So many little Instagram girls like are pimping out diet teas, diet like candy suckers and shit. It's just an intense laxative, which can actually make you highly malnutritioned and very unhealthy. Don't do that. What's in my cup? Coffee. Oh, you see like that nasty rim? I use a creamer that's coconut based because I try to stay away from dairy. It makes me really phlegmy. So I use this creamer. It's called Laird, Laird, and it's like powder and it's coconut fat based. And so it makes like this gross, like skeezy, fatty, greasy layer on top of the coffee, but it tastes so fucking good. I like my coffee to taste like coffee. And any creamer I've ever purchased in the world makes your coffee taste like creamer. My coffee still tastes like coffee when I use this. It's great. White Temple. Yep, that's the one I literally finished it in almost under a month. Yep. Cake. I'm here for you, man. If my disgusting nose can help anybody else, I feel like that's a win. The diet chips, yes. And then they came out with that ally pill. What is the thing on your couch? That one or this one? That is a standard poodle named Lilith. That is a giant stuffed bear that my dogs adore. They use it like a pillow. They love this bear. It's like their thing. She doesn't want you to know that there's diet tea in the cup. Ugh. Don't do it. I can't do Warframe. It's too fast. It's seriously too fast. I just don't enjoy it. Wait, wait. I watched some of The House. The House. It's a new horror movie? I'm gonna write it down. Hold on. I love horror. Like I watch all the B horror movies, C horror movies, like everything. I love me some gore. What is it called? Mark, hold on. Come on, Katie. Where the fuck is it? The House. Okay. It's like comedy horror stop motion. Oh, I'm into this. Is it The House 2022? Is that part of the title or is it just that's the year it came out? Oh, Keynote, they did the same thing. They did the same thing in ESO. Like they came out with like 5 different currencies just to get you to play. Like that was another thing that pissed me off. Like they started coming up with currencies that you would only get if you logged in every day. Like they were coming up with perks just to get you to log into the fucking game every day instead of making you want to play the game. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get bitter. It's the year. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to watch that. That sounds cool. I love stuff like that. I'm trying to catch him on chat. Sorry, guys. Don't they have snowy feet? Actually, their feet melt pretty quickly. It's pretty phenomenal because the snow is so dry. It's like powder. Like it's like that. It's like perfect snowboarding snow is what I get out here right now. It's like crystal powder snow. So it doesn't like cake up in their feet. It just comes like I can literally just take their feet and shake their feet out the door and it all comes off. It's great. I like the dry snow. I'll take dry snow any day. I am a Warframe grand founder or whatever. Too much time spent in that game. Did you like it though? I mean, so many people love it. If they love it, like that's the thing with ESO. Like I talk about it like I regret it because I missed so many amazing games that were coming out while I was balls deep in ESO. But I don't regret ESO. I had an amazing time. I don't have any bad memories about the game other than there's always going to be a douchebag who I kill in PvP and he takes it personally and they will hunt me the rest of my life. Yeah. To this day, there's people in ESO that if they know I'm in Imperial City, they will come for me because I killed them once in a battlegrounds or something. Like, some people take that shit so seriously. It's weird. Whereas when I play ESO PvP, I don't even care if I win as long as I took you down with me. I just want to kill you. That's it. Oh, the game loop. Yeah, I feel that. It can get a little draining solo. Is it a PvP? No, it's not. You guys just said that, right? I have nearly 1K. Yeah, that was I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know how many hours I have. I don't want to know. I know one character. Yeah, it's just PvP. That's what I thought. But you can play with each other, which is cool. I mean, if it's that's kind of like Eliza and me and a couple other people really got into Destiny for a while because it was really fun, like taking a group and doing quests. But the group was so small. The group size is asinine. Like you can only have 2 friends play with you or something like that, right? It's like a group of 3, I think, which was just dumb. Like even if people wanted to come play in the same area as you, they'd like phase out, you know, because it would be a different instance or something. I don't know. It was bizarre. It's really hard because when I play games like that, I play them simply because I want to play with other people. And when you ball fuck me like that, I'm like, okay. Zomboid? No, but I think I might own it. I think someone might have bought it for me a while ago and I just haven't tried it yet. 700-ish hours in Destiny 2. Damn, Adam. I don't even have that. That's impressive. The coconut. Oh my god, the coconut story. No one wants to know the coconut story. Here, focus on the beautiful music of Hades. Let's cheers. Where's my lighter? There she is. What did I grind up? If anybody wants to know. The weed I'm smoking is called Sour Cream Cookies. And it's 25.9% THC. By Loco Love. I love these containers. I reuse them. I don't even have 2 people. I would play with you, David. I love doing that stuff. I know, Metal. I know. And that's why Metal, you're one of the few people I think of when I pack my bowl in the morning. I'm like, I gotta keep this out because I know they're gonna ask. Bitches. And Shem with that resub. Thank you so much for resubbing the class, keeping the classy live and giving an anus its wings. Thank you, love. Magnissimo, good morning, love. How are you? I loved Destiny. I mean, I still love Destiny. It's still a fun game. I just kind of ran out of shit to do, I guess. Where you needed large groups of people to do content. Yeah, I don't do those either. Mainly because they just take too much time and it's really hard to like get a group of people together that big that can hang around that long and like play a game that long, you know? You got promoted again? Fuck yes! Okay, we're cheersing for Magnissimo. Are you excited about it? Was it a good promotion? You're not doing more work, right? More money, same work. Good job. I'm on the bog rain check. Oh, I'll cheers for you. After Forsaken, I'm sad about it. I don't remember the order of them. I think the last one I actively played was the Eris. Eris, the chick with like the crazy black melty eyes. I did a makeup look. I did an Eris makeup look one day. It was really cool. But I think that's the last one I played. I think. Shadowkeep. Was that Shadowkeep? Yeah. What up, Militia? How are you? But I hate the inventory system. I hate having to manage my vault. Oh my god, yes. Yes, 100%. 100%. Yep. Agreed. So hard. So hard. Mickey just gifted us up a little black dress. Little black dress, use the belt was the highest order. I challenge you to go forth and be consensual in every way. It's nothing is sexier. You know what's up. More work, but more money. I get to boss people around. It's the 4th promo in 3 years. Dude, you're worth it. I mean, you're a badass. I don't need to tell you that. You're a like, they're an idiot for not having you run that place. But I just want to make sure you're not, like, putting yourself at a detriment, you know? Like, my mom, for instance, when she was promoted, she went from 3 days a week to salary 5 12-hour shifts a week. Like, she got fucked in the dick and is absolutely not paid what she should be. Little sister! How are you, Sister Sarah? Oh my god, Militia! Oh my god, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. Dude, you guys are full of good news today. This is the best. Hell yes. The vault is horrible. I very rarely use it because I just hated it. I usually just keep on me what I have and that's it. The main function is going to revolve around employee monitoring, mentoring, excuse me, I can't read, mentoring and process improvement. That's exciting. Dude, you're going to be badass at that. I'm not just saying that. I don't just say things. I'm not, in general, a nice person. That's, like, really awesome. Oh my god, it's so cold here, Sarah. We got, like, a foot of snow overnight, and I actually tweeted a video of the snow coming down in my yard just a couple minutes ago, because it's just pouring. Like, it has not stopped, and it just keeps coming and coming and coming. It's so much snow. It's crazy. The snow keeps coming, and it don't stop coming. Can't stop singing, because the DMC... Magnissimo just fucking gifted a sub to my little sister. Sarah, you know what's up. Hail Satan and shit. Guys, if you're new to my channel and you don't know, Sassy Sarah 23 in the chat is my actual little sister. So if you're weird towards her in any way, shape, or form, my mods and I hunt you down and make sure you can never do that again. Let's play some Hades. Sarah, it's really weird. It heats well, but only in, like, a corner. Like, the way that this house is built, in my opinion, is very stupid. So the heating is all floor vents. And the way they did it is all the floor vents that actually exude heat are along the walls that share with the outside. So, like, right here I have one. And then there's one 2 feet away from it under my couch. And then there's no other one in this entire room. So this corner where my PCs and me are gets blazing hot, but, like, the rest of my house will be freezing cold. Because the cold air, like, on the outside walls, like, kicks it on. It's really bizarre. Just a fucking old house, I think. Gifting a sub to a lawyer. Brave, Mag. I mean, word. Oh, Dead Kel, please drive safe. Please, for the fuck's sake, drive safe. Adam, I wouldn't want to not be weird, even if I had the choice. How boring. I would be so bored. I do. Oh my god, they're great. Seriously, Mickey, I think last night I actually mumbled that out loud to myself. I laid down on my pillow and, like, curled up with my face down, and Trick laid just on top, like, his whole torso right here on top of my face. And Lilith was, like, curled up in a ball in my behind my knees, like, in my little fetal position. I was literally, like, yin and yanged by these dogs. And I just sat there and I was like, man, what would I do without my little heaters? I would be so cold.
Go, Pikachu, come out. I'm gay.
Fohammer underscore 419 tipped $5. CK, I want to perfect the new art form I've been enjoying where I paint portraits on people's stretched out balls, and after the portrait is complete I let the balls shrivel back up to let people see what they'll look like when they're older, like Bob Ross. You woo.
Okay, can we really do this, though? Because that could be a subreddit I would heavily invest in. This could be, I mean, called it. Don't take this idea. Zoe, I'm just saying. I would follow the shit out of that. That would be so fucking cool. Ball Ross, go fuck yourself. Oh my god, you'd be Ball Ross. Oh my god. fucking cake with the cleverness first thing in the morning. How even? That is beautiful. Oh, ball Ross. Jesus goddamn fuck. That's so good. Oh my god, Anubis. This gifted sub does not constitute an engagement in an agreement, contractual or otherwise, and does not constitute an expectation for like subs at any given point from today, the 27th of January, 2022. My sister's gonna have an aneurysm in chat. My sister's a lawyer, for those who don't know. Why? What's up? Ma'am? Good? Something happened. Is Timmy in a well? See Trick's tail. Look at him. He's such a happy boy. You're my happy boy. Yeah. My mic's always in the way. My little void boy. I love him. Bill's back here. They're so cute. Beat the devil out of it. Oh my god. David, thank you so much for the beautiful Christmas card. I'm very happy I received it. Oh, I mean, Mickey, I wouldn't say it just to like mislead anyone. They really are the best to cuddle because they're like fluffy and have this thick, wonderful hair, but they don't shed. It's miraculous. You can just shove your head in their neck and it doesn't come off on your face. I love it. My furries. What kind of lawyer would you be, Katie? Oh, I'd be an animal rights lawyer in 2 seconds. Crushing people in court who abuse dogs and shit. Yeah. I couldn't because I'd probably hurt them physically. But that's what I would do, 100%. Yeah, I think people that abuse animals in any way, shape, or form deserve so much pain and Legos to walk on the rest of their life. Like, how could you do that to such an innocent creature? How? Look at that face. Look at that face. How could you do that? Ooh, what part of bird law? Like hunting bird law or like domestic bird law? I can't cry generally, but when I see a TikTok of a dog being sad, same. Animals being hurt or sad or I can't. It just crushes me. I agree. I mean, that's why I don't wish death on people. Death is too easy. You get to dance on Legos. They're so goofy. I love them though. Let me see. Just trying to catch up. Making sure I didn't miss anything. My dogs, well, they don't have balls, but they might like it. I don't know. Maybe. They're so sweet. I'm gonna let them out real quick before we start Hades because I feel like maybe they need to go outside for a second. Usually when they're like this, they come up to me. It means potty time. Ugh, it's like having children. I'm telling you. Oh, it's snowing heavy here, Emma. We're getting a lot. Ooh, knives. Good morning. Dance on Legos with 500 pounds strap. Wait, yeah, exactly. Yes. Or if you abuse animals, like let's see you're indefinitely caught with a dog fighting ring. I think that instead of testing cosmetics on innocent bunny rabbits and beagles, we should test them on you. And by that I mean I'm gonna spray perfume in your eyes for 6 years straight before I sell it to anybody. Yeah, that's what I would do. I'm very polarized on that though. I love animals more than most things. What up, poop deck? How are you, love? Oh, Lizzie, me too. And then you see it for real. They literally take a mascara wand. For those who don't wear makeup. I have one. They take this wand and they scrub it into the actual eyeball of a bunny rabbit for like 5 years. And if it doesn't kill the bunny rabbit, then I'm allowed to wear it. That's what it means when they say tested on animals. Please don't buy things tested on animals, for fuck's sake. I'm mostly vegetarian. Like, once in a blue moon, I'll eat a fucking steak, usually after my period when I'm feeling really iron deficient and, like, I wanna kill people, but I don't like meat. It's literally, I just don't like meat. It doesn't appeal to me, never has. Yeah, I don't meat shame either. I don't shame other people for eating meat. I grew up with hunters, like, nah. Just, I've never liked it. Dude, Lizzie, being vegan is a lot easier than people think. I was vegan for like 6 years back in the day. I dated a guy who had a heart condition, so he couldn't eat cholesterol, and it was insanely easy. I kind of liked having a challenge, honestly. I've never, it's the texture, the taste. Like, I don't think, like, most of the time, meat, you have to add something to meat to make it taste really good. Most of the time. Like, whereas you could just eat those things that made the meat taste good and, like, leave that chunk of nonsense out. That's my thinking. Like, I'd rather just eat the potatoes and all the good sides. But that's just me. It just is, like, boring. Yeah, vegan was the only thing, honestly, this is, I've said this multiple times on my channel and it makes me sound like a crazy person, but the number one thing I missed when I was vegan was an egg. I love eggs. I don't know, just a fucking fried egg. I would have fantasies about eggs, like weird fantasies about like cutting yolks open. So I eat eggs. I like eggs. I think they're kind of a perfect food. Ooh. Ooh, question I asked. I got pulled away by work. Your coffee, anything special? Oh, yes, 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 facts. So, my coffee is the kind of coffee I'm drinking right now is Daz. It's a brand called Dazbog. Literally, that's what it's called. It's called Dazbog. It's like a Russian brand. I don't even know where it's from, really. It's really good coffee though. But normally I drink King's Coast. This is my favorite coffee in the world. If you're gonna get any coffee, I would get this. I'm out of it right now, but King's Coast coffee is so fucking tasty, and it's not too like BDO spoils me and has bought me so many bags of this coffee. But I've looked at their website. It's not exorbitantly expensive. It's not like it's cheaper than Starbucks coffee. Like buying a bag of beans at Starbucks, which Starbucks coffee is shit anyways. But that's usually like the top. They always overcharge for everything, and it's cheaper than that. Really fucking good coffee. But the creamer, people always ask about my coffee because of like the weird film on top. I use this creamer that's coconut based because I try to stay away from dairy. It makes me like a phlegm monster in the morning. And it's called Laird, Laird. And it's a powder and it's just coconut based, but it's the only creamer I can find that doesn't taste like anything. Like it doesn't destroy the flavor of coffee. When I drink coffee, I want to taste the coffee. I don't like sweet coffee. I don't like flavored shit. I just want some good quality coffee. And this creamer, like literally the only reason I use it is I have an ulcer. And if I drink black coffee in the morning, I get horrible heartburn. It feels like heartburn. I don't know what you would call it if it's from an ulcer, but I get horrible yeah, it feels like acid reflux, but I don't burp. So I have to use something to mellow out the acidity of coffee, and this is the best I've found. It is, it's a powder. Yeah, it comes in like a bag and they have an original and then they have an unsweetened one and then they have like a sweetened and then they have a chocolate one, I think. I just get unsweetened. Um I'm weaning myself off meat. Do you feel better? I don't think meat is like inherently terrible for humans if it comes from a good source. The problem is in America, like 90% of the meat you see in stores is all from factory farms and it's pumped full of like hormones and antibiotics and all sorts of shit that you just do not need to, nor should you want to be consuming at all. I like the meat to be there, and that's I think that's cool. Like, I have nothing wrong with people eating meat, and I tend not to tell people I'm vegetarian because people will go at you. Like, you're gonna die. If the whole world was vegetarian, we'd all fucking die. And I'm like, did I try to do anything to you in your diet? Like, can you just stop it? I think you should eat what makes you feel good. And I feel good eating the way I eat. Dodger? Ooh, I haven't had Dodger. Oh, bye, Militia. Congratulations again, love. I see, and I grew up with chickens. I grew up with farm eggs. And I just love eggs. I mean, when you don't know what to cook for dinner, eggs. You You don't know what to make for breakfast? Eggs. Like, it's kind of just this perfect food. If you have rice and eggs, you have a meal. Like, it's fantastic. I don't know. The national meat, yeah, exactly what my sister said. My sister said, I'm a vegetarian and I still promote people eating local and organic meats. The national meat industry is awful. It really is. I've read a lot of studies on this. There's not a lot of backing money behind it because obviously the big money earners are the meat industry and they don't want us to not eat their meat. Giggity. But there's a lot of studies going on looking at the levels of stress hormone in the meat we're consuming because of the way the animals are treated prior to being butchered in factory farms. We're talking strictly factory farms like the Tyson Megacorp factory farms where animals are like sardines, they're shitting on each other, biting each other, like all this stuff. Um, when they are living that way, just like humans, you and I with anxiety, they have adrenal glands that release cortisol, the stress hormone. But that's if they don't use up the stress hormone and then we butcher them, it's still in the meat. Where do you think it goes? It's not magic. It doesn't evaporate. It's in it. It's just like we're literally eating stress soaked meat. It's kind of scary when you think about it. Like, but there's not enough, like, no one wants to fund that research because then we'd stop eating it. There's nothing wrong with meat, though. Like, hunting meat, all that stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, I don't think. As long as it's, healthy food. Oh my God, the environmental impacts, Sarah. I've showed people the pictures of like that. If you can Google like satellite photos of the factory farms, and almost all of them have like a highlighter yellow colored pool being poured out of the building into some local water reservoir or something of just the leftover chemicals and antibiotics and everything they pump in. It's just. I mean, in America, this is crazy. So in the United States of America, chickens are not considered an animal. They have no rights. So you can take a chicken in your yard and fuck it and slit its throat and you can't get arrested. They have no rights as an animal because of the factory farming industry. They lobbied for these certain sets of laws because it's much quicker if you don't care about the chicken while you're killing it. You know what I mean? It's more efficient. It's pretty crazy. If you really dig into it, I have because I'm a psycho. I wouldn't if you want to like, sleep at night. It's bad. We do not handle food well here in this country in any way, shape, or form. The waste, exact, Sarah. I was literally just gonna say that. Like the sheer amount of waste alone is enough to not want to support those companies. As an example, the sole reason why the penny still exists, lobbying is terrible. It's so scary. Yeah, let's not talk about the giant grinder they shove all the baby male chicks into. Maybe we should play some Hades and smoke pot about it. Oh, they are. I grew up on a mini farm. Like I grew up with farmers. So for me to see stuff like that and know that that's not what you have to do to produce meat it's like insulting. And I know lots of you grew up on farms. There's a lot of farmers in the community. Like we all know that you don't have to do that to produce a giant pig that produces lots of meat. My sister used to raise pigs for FFA. We always had a giant pig to butcher and they had a great life. Like my dad built them a fucking condo. What the fuck is this, Knives? Wait,
Go,
what is
Pikachu, come out.
what is this?
I'm gay.
Fohammer_419 tipped $5. CK, credit to Knives 112 on this one, but I want Chad to be launched from a cannon naked and covered in meat-flavored lube and propel himself into my puss like a bullet from hell to give me incredible orgasms that make my eyes switch places. You woo.
Meat flavored lube, though. That makes me think of fucking oh my God, Viva La Bam when Bam put meat in his dad's toothpaste and his dad didn't notice. Oh my God. Ew. Bam Margera. Oh yeah. I worshipped those guys. Like I was raised by those Steve-O and all those guys. That was my childhood. I had a poster of Viva La Bam on my college dorm room. Yep, I had a thing. Oh God. I don't remember saying meat flavored lube. I mean, maybe. Let's watch this video that Knives tossed at me real quick before we play the game. I don't know what it is, but it says I would delete the game. I'm assuming this guy gets fucked in the dick by his game. Bam got. I mean, after what's his name? Oh my gosh. I haven't talked about these people in so long, but they were integral parts of my childhood. Ryan Dunn. Thank you, Sarah. Jesus Christ. When Ryan Dunn passed away, I think that really fucked Bam. Like, he was already always kind of on the edge. You know, he was always so focused on not being fat like his dad. And he's just like a huge alcoholic. It's really, 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 really sad. It breaks my heart. Yeah. The Ryan Dunn incident was just like the worst thing that could have ever happened ever to poor Bam and to anybody, really. I mean, he's an idiot. It's hard to feel bad when someone does something like that. Like, you go drunk driving in a speedy little sports car, and it's like, how do I'm mad at him. How dare you, asshole? Johnny gave himself brain damage. No shit. They're coming out with another movie. Wait, which one? Was it the bull? Was it the bull? Did the bull give him brain damage? Because I would have totally guessed it was the bull. He really let that bull fuck him up. The bull, I knew it. Dude, that scene made me nervous. Like, when I watched that movie, the latest Jackass, I kind of don't watch that one because you can see him get nailed. And like, yeah, wasn't it? He was like, I think it was when he got knocked out. Yeah, he was painting himself to look like the cock logo behind him. And the bull is not an idiot and saw him and like picked him up and flung him. And I think he gets up and kind of is like, ugh, but he's totally knocked out. I think, right? I haven't seen that movie in years. It's been a long time. Shockingly. It's hard for me to watch because Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera were my favorites. Ryan Dunn was arguably like, Bam and Ryan Dunn were competing for number one for me in my sexuality of my brain. It's so hard for me. It's just terrible. Hi, Alex. This new movie, Johnny Almost Died. Did you know that Johnny has to use a catheter just to pee? Like, every time he has to pee, he has to catheter himself. I probably wouldn't want to be alive anymore either. I'm not saying he should die, but, like, he is real. Oh, yeah. He's so fucked up. It was from something else on some other show he did. He fucked up his dick so he can't pee without self-catheterizing every time he has to pee. So, like, you know when people are like, guess he doesn't have anything left to lose? I don't know if his dick works sexually or not, but I mean. Oh, video. Wrong. That is pure fury. Pure, unadulterated fury. No. Ugh. My wife worked at a con that Bam was at. Dee Snider called him an amateur for being super unprofessional. Who would expect any of those boys to be professional in any capacity? Not like hating on Dee Snider, but like, you expected that though? Like, where were you ever shown that was even a possibility? I've seen everything they've ever made ever like 500 times because I had a big weddie for him when I was a kid. That's not why we like them. You know? Like, I get it, but I totally would expect them to be assholes who were not professional at all. Like, I'd be like, no, that checks out. I'd be more shocked if they were like nice and polite. I have seen Johnny Knoxville's been pretty. I've seen him do like interviews and stuff, and he actually does keep himself together. Bam had a band called Fuckface Unstoppable. Shut the fuck up. Does anybody here still listen to CKY? I saw them live in Spokane when I was a kid. My sister and I, like, we had every single episode of Viva La Bam on DVD or whatever. DVD, right? It wasn't VHS. It was DVD. Like, we were fans. Oh, what is this? Johnny Knoxville and his penis. Johnny Knoxville says his penis is in great working order after injuring it during a Jackass stunt. Oh my god, did he get it fixed? Oh, my butthole's so tight right now. Ooh. Oh my god, he had a brain hemorrhage from the bull hitting him. he's got to stop. Like, he's got to stop at some point, right? Oh God. CKY was amazing. Like, they were a great band. I'm surprised they didn't get any bigger. Steve-O really cleaned up too. He kind of like he's cleaned up, but then he like I don't know. He was like dating Kat Von D for a while and like promoting PETA, but then they broke up and he seems more normal now. I'm not a Kat Von D fan. She collects racist memorabilia from the Nazis, and that's weird to me. I have the game up. I was literally just the last boss, the last like mini boss, I guess, before we get to the Hades. And this one can be hard. I don't really know how it's going to go yet. I think I'll be okay, but I'll see. My damage seems to be pretty quick. Dude, I love Chaos Gates. I think you should take advantage of them. They're great. I mean, I never get anything. Like, I've never regretted taking a Chaos Gate. My eyebrows look really reddish brown today, I just noticed. I wonder if I put something on that made it turn red. Weird. Makeup's interesting. I've had Cali, Washington, Oregon, and MA. Oh, really? And Colorado's Head and Shoulders better and cheaper. No shit. That's amazing. I think that's amazing. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. I remember when Eliza and I drove here, like, we kind of thought it was the fact that we were severely sleep deprived and the elevation, but I've never got more high off one hit than when we smoked weed here for the first time. Like, I got high like I was 12 again. Like, high. It really has highlighted how selfish some people could be, right? And that, like, I always assume the best in people. Maybe that's a fault of my own. I try to give people the chance to show me their shitholes, and it's like they're really taking that chance these days, right? Oh, dude, it's so cheap here. Like, this is like high-end weed for Colorado. This brand, it's called Local Love, like loco, but Local Love. This is for 3.5 grams. It is $40, but where's a little thing by my weed place? Oh, here. But if I buy, this isn't one either. This is a special brand. Do I not have one by my dispensary right now? So I can get 3.5 grams from my dispensary for $15. And it's phenomenal weed. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's great. Like, there's no top or bottom shelf in my opinion. It's just like, I like to try different weeds, so I grab brands and I'm like, oh, it's fun. I really like this brand because of these fucking ceramic containers. They're so reusable. I reuse them for all sorts of stuff. Oh, I know, right? Like, when I was in Maryland, it wasn't too bad, but I was still spending about $200 for swag ounce, you know? Has decided to lift the mask mandate for schools and make it parents' choice. The world is on fire, Sarah. All we gotta do is just keep watering it and hope it reaches. Fuck. I honestly, Bert, I think the same. Like, there are some strains I just don't like, but it has had nothing to do with the THC percentage at all. My favorite strain that I buy if I ever see it is called Lilac Diesel, and it's like 18% THC, but it fucks me up. It's my favorite. I love it. It fucks me up in a good way, like not a incapacitated, like, oh, I'm so stoned. Just like I can take a hit of a bowl and know I'm gonna be good for a while, you know? Like, it's good, but I don't think it really has anything to do with that. I think it's just up to people's personal biology, which sucks. No one wants to hear that. They want to hear like generalized responses and stuff, but I think it's personal. But the weed here is fantastic. New Glue. Ooh, I'm gonna write it down and see if I can find that somewhere. I haven't seen New Glue. If you ever see Lilac Diesel, though, for real, it was actually my girl Vissy, who lives in Oklahoma. They have it in Oklahoma, and she was like, if you ever see Lilac Diesel, try it out. So I saw it, grabbed it. Phenomenal. Fucking, I think it was Viata said she found it at her dispensary and tried it. Phenomenal. Like, I haven't heard of anyone not liking Lilac Diesel yet. It's just really chill. It's like Dick in the Dirt Indica. Oh my God. So, Lilac Diesel is a clam slam in the dirt. Think of it that way. It's fantastic. I think you would really like it. If you ever see it, try it out. Sarah, that's how I've felt politics are for quite some time. All right, let's take a break. I gotta stand up and stretch my legs. Oh, I love stretching. Oh, I love Fruity Pebbles. We get that here sometimes too. That's a really good one, Kate. I like that one a lot. Yeah, Fruity Pebbles cookies. This one that I'm smoking today is really nice actually, and it is a cookies. It's called, the printer on the tag cut off half the name, so I'm squinting. Sour cream cookies. It says it's a sativa. It says it's 25.91%. Again, I don't really think in today's weed economy it matters. I get fucked. Who cares? But yeah, it's sour cream cookies. It's good though. I like it. And it smells nice. It doesn't smell like too astringent or anything. Oh, I love Runts. Runts is another one that's one of my favorites. Oh, you grew it? Oh my god, Kate, that's so cool. Oh, Myron, you're gonna have to tell me how you like it. I've always loved Fruity Pebbles. I feel like I have some. It might be in my bedroom. I feel like, oh, I have Skittles. Hold up. On the moment. Aha. So this is what it looks like from my dispensary. This is the $15 3.5 grams. Like, still amazing weed. It's just my dispensary is called Medicine Man, and they have their own weed. Versus when you buy it from other brands, they're obviously they have to take their cut, so they have to raise the price on them. So that's why these are more expensive. But this is what it looks like when you get 3.5 grams, and it's phenomenal. It's lilac diesel. Imagine Katie has a gram of lilac diesel. It's a really good strain though, seriously. Actually, my dispensary, I don't know if your guys' is doing this in Colorado, but my dispensary recently, they sell shake. So, and it's phenomenal. Like, it's not shake like you're thinking. It's better than the skag weed I was buying in Maryland full price. So this is actually shake. That's why I wanted to bring it up. But they sell it for, man, I'm trying to think. It's they'll say, so this is 7 grams of shake. I can't remember what the price is, though. I'm gonna have to look it up for you guys. Oh yeah, it's basically Keef and Bud. Like I'm gonna show it to you. I'm pouring it in my hand. This is the shake that they sell as the skag. Is it gonna focus? Maybe. You see all the stamens and all the fucking powder in that? Like, there's not a stem in sight. There are no stems. Like, when I think shake, I think stems, leaves, shit. None. It's buds and stamens and a whole lot of leaves and powder. Leaves, like the bud leaves. It's beautiful, though. Like, I don't know how well this is coming up on camera or if it even shows all the definition of all the buds and shit, but that's the shake they sell, and it's ridiculously well priced. And you get seeds sometimes. Only in the shake. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. They literally sell it so you can roll your own joints and shit. It's great. I use it. So what I do with the shake, like if they have, like they didn't have lilac diesel bud, so I bought the shake. And what I'll do is I make the phone's gonna die. Pack a little bowl of the shake, and then I put like the most ridiculous little crumbly nugget of like dabs on it. It just gives a kick to the shake. It's great. And it's exceptionally cheaper. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up for you right now because I feel bad. Hi, Judy. How are you, love? Bert, and that's the thing. Like, as much as I miss the East Coast with every ounce of my being, I don't ever want to feel like a criminal for smoking marijuana ever again. It is the dumbest thing. One of the dumbest ever. So dumb. And it's such a waste of resources. Right now, to this day, there's still about 40,000 human beings incarcerated in the United States for nonviolent marijuana crimes. 40,000. Yeah. I'm looking it up. My cord's kind of short. And see, Judy, that's kind of me with bongs. Like, nothing really hit. I feel like I don't get the same bang for my buck with anything other than a bong. Like a joint, I feel like I just don't, it doesn't happen. Like, I feel like it just burns in the atmosphere and my mouth goes numb. That's all I get, really. What sounds low? Yeah, like, if I go back to the East Coast, it has to be somewhere with legal weed because I don't wanna feel like a criminal for doing something that's not a criminal offense in any way, shape, or form. If alcohol is gonna be legal, weed should be free. Sorry, that's just facts. One has proven, killed people for years and years, and the other has yet to be proven to kill anybody ever. Whoa, a whole gram? Oh, fuck that. Yeah, and that's why I think it's all personal, though. Oh my god, you paid off all your credit cards? Fuck yes, dude. How do you feel? Oh, the 40K in prison for weed. I think it's just, I mean, I don't know. 40K in prison for nonviolent. It does sound a little low. But I mean, they could put you could have, I guarantee they probably find weed on people and then like search their car and find something else and put the charge on. They'll put the charge on whatever's the biggest thing they find on you. Because we all know that, most American cops kind of suck. Most. I understand there are wonderful humans. Most. Especially if you're not white. Okay, so this is gonna piss all of you off. So for 3.5 grams of top shelf bud, it's $17. For 7 grams of top shelf shake, it's $22. It's so cheap and it's really good. I've been smoking pot since I was 11. My dude's like, don't do that. I'm not an example to follow. I'm just saying, I know my weed. Wow. Oh my god, Cake, how do you feel? Are you taking off, Sammy? I love you, lady. Be good to yourself. See, Kate, and I have a lot of cops in my family. I know people that have become cops personally, and most of the good people quit their jobs, and I hate that. I hate that's how they feel that's what they feel they have to do to feel safe. THC isolate? It's a flower? Wait, what is it? Shut the fuck up, Bert. We are, though. Bert and I have hung out IRL many times, and every time we hang out, I feel like you're a sibling. Like, you should have been my brother. In not a creepy way, like in a real way. Like, we're far too similar for it to be real. It's very creepy. Most people don't smoke pot at 11. I had to quit exactly right. And that is really, really, that's how I have a couple cousins who are cops in the Snohomish County, King County area in Seattle. And one of them is like a 6'4" farmer dude, and I saw him cry. And the other one I haven't spoken to since he quit, but that was exactly the impression they gave us when trying to tell us what it felt like to quit. Was you stay there, you're not safe. But if you quit, you're not safe. Like, they were getting death threats because they wanted to quit. Because they just didn't want to be a part of that, like, environment. Or that, what would you call it? Like, that, vibe. I don't know. Lack of a better word. Oh, Terrelyn, so it's kind of like, is it like caviar? Like, we can buy stuff like that. I'll show you one. If I have any in here. Yeah, I got one left. This is expensive. Well, expensive. This is probably what shagweed in other states cost, but we can buy this shit. They call it caviar or moon rocks or whatever, but it's basically a bud dipped in like dab wax and then rolled in those crystals. So that it looks like this. I don't have autofocus on, so it's not going to show you, but you can see it's like, do I have a normal bud to show you the comparison? I bet I do. Ugh. Moon rocks. They call it caviar here. I have no idea why. Like, it says caviar, and every time I go, I'm like, that's not caviar. So, like, this is a bud of just, this is the sour cream cookies bud, and that's the moon rock. But you can totally make this on your own. Like Terrelyn was saying, they make their own. It's all what you want to do. Bert, 100% agree. It was on sale. I only buy if it's on sale. Like, literally, and I use it like it's a dab. Like, I sprinkle some into my regular weed just to give it a kick. But I agree. That being said, I do smoke a lot of pot. So, I don't know. Does my opinion really matter anymore on that? Moonrock Mondays, right? Like, I've had this for a couple weeks. I have 2, actually. I've had these for weeks, and I still haven't smoked them, because same. What is this one? Chem Dog. Chem Dog's just a strain of weed, but apparently they made it. Holy crap. That's what they look like when you open up a new one. So you'll just have, like, the fucking Moonrock bang in there. I just don't think of it, because, like you said, like, it's kind of a gimmick, but they're fun. And they give a little kick, I guess. Exactly. That's literally why I do like the dabs and stuff. It just stretches out the life of the flower. That's exactly why I do it. Yep. It adds a little bit of moisture so it doesn't burn as fast in a bowl or joint or however you're smelling it, smoking it. Let's take a break. Oh, it seems. Oh my God. Can we take a? I gotta take a break. People are gonna get an ad, man. I've been terrible, bun. I've been terrible. I've talked too much. I've talked too much. Can I post cheers? I have a bowl ready. I will post cheers the fuck with you. But I don't want people to get interrupted with an ad. Well, Cake, you see how much water I drink a day. I drink like 4 of these a day, easily. You all cheers, and then when I get back, I will post cheers with you guys. I promise. What time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 4:20. It's 3 minutes till. Think I can get back? No. We'll see. Stand up, stretch your legs. I try to take a break at least every 2 hours, if not every hour, because I firmly believe sitting is not good for us as often as we do it. I've seen a lot of people die from just throwing blood clots because they sat too long, which is kind of like the lamest way to tell God you kicked it, right? So, kick your legs, stretch your bodies, get some water, load a bowl if you must. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah. I just gotta run an ad. It's how we keep the internet alive, my dudes. Thank you to all that have gifted subs to my channel today. If you yourself have been gifted a subscription to my channel, you can refresh the channel right now, and you won't have to watch any of the ads. You can listen to the music I play and not be interrupted. It's a miracle. And always say thank you, or I'll fucking skin you. Back to the fucking coldest place. But no, definitely not the coldest place on Earth. To the classiest place on Earth, though. Definitely. Welcome. How the fuck are you? Brr! Holy muffins. It is cold. Whew. Open the door and let all the cold air in. My sword? Oh my God, Knives has never had a sword here. He hasn't asked for one. I don't give people a sword, just like I feel like it's a curse to have one here, you know? I feel like it's not a nice thing to do. Most of the people that have swords in my channel, it's been like because I ended up on the front page on accident and nobody showed up and I had no mods and there were horrible people and I was like, holy shit! And I modded a couple regulars that already know what's up. Usually how it works. I have a heating pad. That's the only way I survive. Brrr. Same Rod. Like for all the fat on my legs and my ass, I should so be warmer. I should absolutely be insulated. Am not. Want to know how thirsty I am? Yes. I just looked at my brush cleaning water and my brain said, you should drink that. Oh my God, I've done that. I've had those moments. I've literally I've gone on trail runs where I always bring water with myself. Like I have a little like water bottle that velcros onto this hand thing so I don't have to hold it. It just sticks to my hand. And I've like stopped and not realized I was thirsty and seen like some muddy creek and like, fuck, I'm thirsty. What is wrong with you? Oh, I know. Aren't they precious? She brought in her baby. She has this little like toy. It's a it's a fox, but they sell them with no stuffing in them. And I actually bought it for her because my girl Millie had one when she was a puppy that was smaller and it was her favorite toy until the day she passed. So when we got these dogs, I was like, I'm going to buy them one of those fox things and see if they like it. She carries it everywhere. We call it her baby because she loves it. She's literally kissing it. She's like licking it. I missed 420. It's okay. I was really bad. Didn't take my break on time. Talked too much. Let's cheers. It's okay. I did it too. As usual. Terrible. They usually destroy any stuffy we bring home, but that's the one she won't. She just carries it around with her. It's like her favorite toy in the whole world. It's so cute. Where's my lighter? Found it. What? Oh, no shit. Did it just see? I woke up at like 7 and it was coming down hard here already. We still had snow. 4:26. Cheers, everybody. They don't give women pockets, Bert. You know that. So like, that's the pocket. Can you tell anything's there? No. Amazing. God's pocket. What a great day to be a lighter. It can have its downsides. If it's too hot amidst the boobs, then the heat like heats up the lighter fluid and the flame that comes out of the lighter is like 6 feet tall. That's a pretty scary moment. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes. But yeah, that's usually when I can't find a lighter. It's just right there. God's pocket, I'm telling you. Gotta make do. God's pocket. See, when I hear Hot Pockets, I always hear Jim Gaffigan. Tell me I'm not alone. Always Jim Gaffigan. I don't even know what the real Hot Pockets commercial sounds like. It's just Hot Pockets. It's great. Wait, what the fuck? Hold up. There we go. It's a blast from the past, motherfuckers. The Mav show has just raided my goddamn channel. Mav, do you know how many people have asked me about ESO today? Do you want to know how often people ask me about ESO? And then one of my oldest, sweetest ESO friends raids us. Welcome, Raiders and Mav. My name's ClassyKatie. We are having a conversation about farts. Which is pretty on brand, to be fair. And playing Hades. Mav, how the fuck are you? My dad's saying kill. Minus the belly. My dad has a beer belly, but he's way skinny. He's like a skinny tall with just like a little belly. He doesn't have that big old belly. But the ass, abso-fucking-lutely, yes. He's a giant man-child. At least he's pretty. Hey, that's something. Hey, CK, my CPAP seems to be causing symptoms of GERD. Is there any way I can mitigate the effects? Absolutely. So, one of the main ways to mitigate effects is your diet, obviously. But what can be happening is your CPAP, BiPAP, this goes for anybody that uses any kind of breathing apparatus at home that's shoving air into your body. Sometimes it's going at too fast of a rate for you. And so your body actually physically can't close your epiglottis like it should. So air is being shoved into your tummy, which gives you this acid reflux. It happens in the hospital a lot, like in emergency situations, because we usually put you on pretty general settings and just to keep you alive. And then my job as an RT is to sit there and like tweak shit. So if that's happening, I would contact whoever does those settings on your CPAP, like ASAP. No rhymes intended, but it happened. I'm sorry. Mav, how are you? That was my first word for Wordle. Seriously, that's hilarious. I haven't played Wordle yet, but I watched Jimmy Fallon do it, so at least I know what it is now. I didn't for the first week. I was just like, what is happening? Waking up from a third shift in the ER, walking into the kitchen to get a cup of coffee after sleeping, and just ripping house. That was my mother. But still is. ASAP for the CPAP. Seriously. Most CPAPs and BiPAPs, excuse me, which are like take home, like at home breathing mechanisms for people that have sleep apnea, just snore and stuff. Most of them have like settings that are locked and have to be set and reset by your provider. So like an RT usually does it in the hospital or your doctor or something. Whoever provides it to you via insurance, they should have someone that can crack into it and change your settings. I couldn't even actually, if you sent me a picture of the top of it, I might be able to tell you how to crack into it, but I wouldn't ethically. Maybe. What are your settings? We tried Loodle on stream and the Autobot was like, lol. Oh, did it fuck with Autobot? Oh, that's great. That's hilarious. We had shit like that. Like when I was trying to go from Stream Labs to Stream Elements, I had both the bots in my channel at one point and they were like battling each other. It was pretty hilarious. But Stream Elements wasn't modded yet. So it would like attempt a ban, but no ban would happen. It was pretty hilarious. But yeah, do you get any of those symptoms without the CPAP? Did you ever get like acid reflux or anything like that beforehand? If not, it's 100% the settings. So usually with a CPAP, it's only blowing. BiPAP blows and sucks, hence the bi. It's a two-way breathing system. CPAP is a one-way breathing system. So most CPAPs, literally, they're just set at one continuous rate. They just blow at the back of your throat all night long to keep your airways open. And depending on how bad your sleep apnea is, and the anatomy of your throat and what kind of sleep apnea, blah, 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 sciencey shit I won't go into, they can lower that rate, which can assist in not filling your stomach up with air. Does that help, my love? I hope so. Is it? I just watched the most recent, the one before this one last night, I think. Wait, how many episodes have you seen? Did it only come out today or did it come out last night? Because I watched one last night, but I don't remember. I think I've seen 4. Trying to remember what happened at the end. I don't want to spoil it though. Peacemaker's amazing. If you guys haven't watched it, oh my god, Mav, have you? Please tell me. Mav is another one of the very few women in my life I've found who has genuinely enjoys professional wrestling like their entire life. Mav and I ultimately bonded over wrestling, which is a strange thing for adult women to do, but we did. But like we were talking about this all day yesterday, Mav. I was like, I've watched professional wrestling literally since I can remember, and I always hated John Cena, but as an actor, he's phenomenal. He's so funny. I love him. Oh, is there 5? Oh, I'm so excited then. I haven't seen the most recent one. Yay! Ooh, I only got an at-home kit for the polysomnography for my CPAP and never got a specific meeting with an RT doctor or polysomnographist. Awesome. I know how to crack into it. It's a Philips Dream Station. I had it initially set to 10 cm H20, but up to 13 based off the readings I was getting from the SD card. What readings does it give you? I need to look up. I want to look up that machine. I'd love to help you. If you've already cracked it and you're like not under instruction, the thing is with cracking it usually is cracking it. All you do is like hold down 2 buttons and it lets you get into it. If it's provided by an insurance company, if you crack into it or I crack into it and I'm not your provider, then your insurance company will say we don't cover it anymore. So if we broke it or something, or you wanted your doctor to give you new settings, they can say no, or they can charge you money. That's the big thing. But if you've already cracked into it and no doctor is like prescribed this, I'd love to help you with it. They're all so different. Usually I just have to look at them. Like you just look at the face and you can tell what's going on by the buttons and stuff. But they're so different. Like they're all, I've seen people bring in some weird shit. People bring in like CPAPs they buy on eBay like 20 years ago and it looks like a space machine. It's crazy. It works for them. I mean, if it's not hurting them, I never make anyone feel bad. Like use what works for you. But I love to help out. Zwanky, what's up? It's very serious. Yeah, BiPAP, much more serious than CPAP. BiPAP, like, I don't think anyone has a BiPAP without a doctor's order. Like, BiPAP is basically non-invasive ventilator. Exactly what Myron said. Yeah, it basically just knobs that insurance connection. And it's like, I think if you get a CPAP through your insurance, most insurance companies cover 1 in a lifetime, which is completely unreasonable, doesn't make sense. You're definitely going to need more than one in a lifetime, but they're expensive. So if your insurance covered it, like, I would not fuck with it yet, unless you can afford a new one. If you have an SD card in the machine all night, it will record the pressure flow settings and the AHI respiratory events. Oh. Awesome. If you bought it, you're totally fine. Yep, you're totally fine then. Yeah, we can't break it. There's no way we can break it. Don't worry. They're like unbreakable these days. We're not actually cracking into anything physical. I just didn't want to like fuck with your insurance and stuff. But nah, dude, I'd love to help you. Hit me up with a DM. I have questions. Nipple Witch, your name makes me joyous. Thank you for the follow. My dad and brother both have CPAPs. I'm so glad I don't need one. It's crazy. And it's like, it's got kind of a stigma for like people that are overweight, and it totally has nothing to do with your weight or anything. It has most to do with the anatomy of your neck and how short it is or how long. Literally, the first like younger person I ever met who had to get a CPAP, he was like 6'5" and his neck was longer than my dick. He was so skinny, and he had to wear CPAP since the age of 12. He had sleep apnea because his neck is so long that like his epiglottis does something funny and doesn't like flop over or something weird and his throat closes. Like it has nothing to do with any of that. It's all anatomy or your brain. If you snore heavily, I highly suggest you go get checked out. That's all I'm going to say. Period. Period. Why don't any insurance carries the ResMed Air Mini? I have no idea. Let me look at what it is. I got to Google it. They come out with new shit like every fucking day. So I just have to look at it. Is that the one that we have? Is that the CPAP on a stick? Bitch, you just want to see my tits. What's up? How you doing, Lady Lou? Monkey Jesus made this for me. Isn't it beautiful? This is my overlay for when people come raid me. And I say hi. It's my demonic one. Isn't it so amazing? He worked really hard on this. Like, really hard. It was like getting the wobble of the lanterns and shit. This was the hardest layout I think from what I got that he made. He's fantastic. He's miraculous. Let me Google this Air Mini really quick. It's called. That would make sense given my dad has asthma and a spinal injury. Literally have to take had to have his neck surgically fixed some years ago. Ooh, ouchies. Totally makes sense. He has a CPAP. Yeah. She's hard. She's easily still hard. Like, I'd rather fight the bull and the dude at the end than Meg. Meg, I think she's the hardest of the sisters. You got Megged. There he is. That's Monkey Jesus. He is the artist behind all my layouts on my stream. He's fantastic. I love them. Beautiful. 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 I haven't added my face to these yet because I haven't used them in forever, but it's because I don't have a second camera right now. We're struggling. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing. He's so talented. Seriously. They're gorgeous. Oh, your partner has a CPAP. I low-key miss his snoring, but I'm glad he breathes. Seriously, though. I ain't in the business of, like, scaring people into CPAPs, but I will tell you, a very good friend of mine I worked with at Lowe's for 7 years, at the age of 36, took a nap on her couch, and her tits killed her. Literally. She had such enormous breasts, and she was a little overweight, that her sleep apnea killed her in her sleep. She had, like, 6 kids. Like, it's so serious. Snoring is something we kind of, like, make fun of and don't take very seriously, but it's deadly shit. Like, especially if it's central apnea, which is your brain forgetting to tell you to breathe. That's some scary shit. And I highly want you guys to take care of yourselves. Breathing is pretty required. You know? It's important. I've almost smothered myself that way, to be honest. Like, dude, I'm seriously so glad I don't have big boobs that huge. I have a cousin. I've told this story a couple times, Nipple Witch. It's real bad. My cousin Tanya, her tits are huge. I mean, and she's like 5'4", maybe, like, and the rest of her body totally normal proportion, just these huge boobs. So after she had kids, she went and got a reduction. Rightfully so. She had like broken blood vessels and bruises from her bras and stuff, and her boobs grew back. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. I apologize. I have no idea what happened. Aquarion, I'm saying, you will know you snore because you will wake up during the night randomly and your mouth is open and it's super dry and you go and you kind of like suffocate yourself awake. That's a good one. I know the void never speaks. It's because he's my boy. You can see his little soul patch. His milk patch is precious and I love it. And take your joy. Thank you, Sales, for the reminder. I still haven't figured that fucking alert out. Hello, Batcave. How are you, love? He really, honestly, the only time Trick makes noise is if there's a squirrel outside, he screech barks, or if, like, if I leave the house and don't take him, like if he sees me grab my keys and shit and go to my car, but I don't take him because I take the dogs everywhere, that I'm not like going into a store for an extended period of time. I'm usually just going to get weed or something. He'll cry. He just cries, like really exceedingly bad, crying at the front door until I come back. He's quite attached. I had a mouth guard. I was dating a guy who got a mouth guard when I was in college, and he chewed through it, ground his teeth through it in a day. It was crazy. The money and then the chance that they're not actually taking care of the underlying problem. Absolutely. I mean, our healthcare system is not geared. I bitch about this a lot every day, pretty much. We don't do preventative medicine in this country because it doesn't make money. And that's sad. That's our downfall, really. A green mouse with a bell on it. All right, green mouse with a bell on it, or Jasmine will be doing the skinning, I'm assuming. That'd be Lil if she lost her baby. Since we're on medical stuff, do you have any tips on how to find a new doctor? Honestly, word of mouth. Ask people around you. That's the best way. Seriously. I know that's terrible, but like if you have somewhere you go regularly, even if you don't know people are in your area, like I don't know any of my neighbors, I would ask my weed people because that's the people I see the most often. They pretty much know me by name. They're like, "Hey, Katie, what's up?" Because I'm in there like once a week buying weed. I'd be like, "Yo, I just moved here. Do any of you have like a good doctor?" Seriously, I would. I think word of mouth in person is the best because reviews online, people take anonymity for granted and they will say a lot more shit online than they will ever do to your face. And I think people tend to be a lot more honest and genuine to your face. Like they're not going to send you to some fucking crackpot. But I think that's the best way. I've moved a lot and I've always had to find a new doctor. And I think word of mouth, really. I haven't even tried to bring them in, honestly. Just because with COVID, I've lived here since COVID, bursted. They keep everybody very organized in lines to keep everyone spread out. Like my weed dispensary is more concerned about COVID than any other place I ever go to. It's crazy. And I love it. If you're looking for doctor in Illinois around Downers Grove, Dr. Kareen Wojcik? Wojcik? Wojcik. Am I saying that right? Wojcik. I would assume. Wojcik? Dude, for real, I think word of mouth with doctors, like, it can be hard. I know that's such a dumb answer because, like, it's so easy to Google stuff, but I don't believe online reviews. Like, people pay for reviews, people write fake reviews. Most reviews are negative because most of the time people only take time to write a review when they're pissed off, not when they have a good like experience. And honestly, that's like how I found my doctor was through my ex in Baltimore. It's his doctor, and he's the nicest, most wonderful man I've ever met in my life. I love him. I still call him. He's still my doctor, even though I live in Denver. And she treats fat people like people. That's amazing. That actually is something. Like and it's I want to say no fault of the doctors, although everyone has a choice to change. In the 80s, the fat-free, sugar-free phobia really worked its way into medicine and got into a lot of doctors' heads, so they kind of have a stigma on their shoulder that you have to, like, punch out of them. Whoa, chick. Whoa, chick. There you go. Whoa, chick. Thank you. Oh my God, Myron. If we have to take a break, I'm deeply over. I talked too long, but I have a story for you regarding going to a doctor and being called fat. That is horrible that you will be so fucking disgusted by. But I need to tell you, but we need to take a break. Sales, bitch, I love you. Thank you. Sales is just redeemed ad time, which means I need to do it. If you're new to my channel, just swinging by, what the fuck ever. My name's ClassyKatie. These are my holes. Every couple of hours, I take a break and I run a 3-minute ad block that really just prevents Twitch from running them willy-nilly while I'm talking with you guys, because I don't think you should have to pay for this. Ever. So, I'm sorry if the ads are about Vagisil, but sometimes things burn. I'll be back in a few. Maybe. To wash their snowy feet. Can you see their feet? They're a little snowy. It finally stopped snowing and the sun came out, so I might actually get to walk them. I'm kind of excited. Thank fuck. I tweeted what the snow looked like, by the way. Ooh, if you get a sec, can you do an MS Paint drawing? Because I thought CPAP was supposed to keep my throat open all night, so I can be a throat goat. Yes. Is that not what the case, or am I missing an understanding in how CPAP is contributing to GERD? So, essentially, what happens, I can definitely draw an MS painting. I could draw you a much better one on my fucking iPad if I hooked it up. I keep forgetting to hook that shit up. Yes, essentially, you are correct. It is to keep your airways open, not your throat, however. So, what happens to some people, there's 3 forms of sleep apnea. Central sleep apnea is when your brain literally forgets to tell you to breathe. So you just don't inhale because your brain, it's a one of the systems you don't have to think about, right? You don't have to think about breathing, you just kind of do it. So your brain forgets while you're sleeping. The second form is anatomical, which can mean short neck, fat neck, skinny neck, tall neck, whatever neck. It just means anything anatomical that, depending on how you sleep at night, your position, it makes your airways close. Your airways close. So your throat has this strange, like cartilaginous device in it called an epiglottis, not the dangly thing in the back of your throat. That is a uvula. Your epiglottis, you usually can't see. Some people can stick their tongue out so far they can like kind of see it. It's disgusting. The epiglottis is a flap that closes your airways to allow you to eat and swallow foods or to swallow spit or whatever. It closes your airways so you don't aspirate solids. So it really, what the CPAP does is it maintains an airflow to hold your airways open all night long. So if your epiglottis is flopping around because the flow is not enough or too much, can be either way, then the air can get shoved in your tum tum, which can cause GERD and other lots of burping, lots of problems. But if you give me time, I'll hook up my iPad and I can like do that. I have the thing. I've just been too much of a pussy because I hate failing. You know? Shoes for cruise? I've never heard of that. OSHA's crazy here. They'll walk in with a fire and fire a whole crew if you aren't in regulation. That's what they do to our hospitals. We have OSHA that comes in, and then depending on what state you're in, it's called something different. When I was in Maryland, they called it the DMV, which is crazy because that's in Washington's, or I mean, in America, that's what we call where you get your license. In Washington State, not Washington, D.C., Washington State, they called it like JCO. It stood for something, but JCO was the abbreviation. It's different everywhere. But if they will come in at any time, at any point, and you have to be like on point in the hospital, like everything has to be to code and everything, and they'll just walk you out. Oh, OSHA violations? Ew. Where was this? You have obstructive. So that's the anatomical version. So that's good. That's the best version to have, anatomical version, because the central OSA is much more hard to combat because that can get worse as you get older. It can get better and heal itself where you don't need a CPAP anymore, but you keep using the CPAP, so it's bad for you. That's the much more dangerous one. So the anatomical one is much easier to deal with. Much easier. Learn about the body from your teacher. Wait, what? Which teacher? My creepy teacher? You talking about my anatomy and physiology teacher that used her son's nude torso to teach us about the body? That was weird. Hi, Ashley. How are you, love? I'm good. No migraine again. 2 days in a row, man. Knock on wood. Fair warning, though, if you ever need a sleep test, just be prepared. Oh, it's so weird, isn't it? I used to do that. I used to do the tests when I was in college. Like, that was what I did. Because, you get perks for doing some sort of medical thing on the side. And you don't need, like, a medical license to do sleep tests. You just need a little certificate from training. They attach a bunch of stickers to you and ask you to sleep. And you have to sleep in a... Actually, where is it? I have a picture of Vissy literally with all those probes on her head. She went and got a sleep study and she sent me a picture of it. Where is it? On my wall. Ugh. I'll have to find it for you guys. I've moved shit around recently because it's been so cold. I had to move all my spiders by the heater. They were all behind me, but now I have a ton of them next to me because it's just way too fucking cold. Obstructive, that's what OSA is. It's obstructive sleep apnea. And that's the one that is the anatomical, which means a variety of things. It can mean anything. It can mean fat neck, short neck, thick neck, skinny neck. I've seen all types. It doesn't really mean the way it looks on the outside. It can just be like a floppy airway, but it does, CPAPs keep your airways open. What a BiPAP is A BiPAP is literally a ventilator, like that we intubate with, but it's non-invasive, meaning there's no tube that goes in your throat. So if you're on a BiPAP, it's going to be a closed mask that encompasses your nose and your mouth like this, and it suctions like there is no leakage. There can't be, and it feeds you air and sucks it out. It literally breathes for you. That's usually what people with the central sleep apnea, meaning your brain forgets to tell you to sleep. Usually they need that at nighttime. It's much more serious. Like those. I mean, if you have one of those and you don't have a prescription, you just bought it off eBay, throw it away immediately and go to a doctor. Really? Thank you. I like fun facts and I like listening to people that are passionate about shit. So I figure, I mean, I try not to give you guys too much gross stuff, right? I try. Unless you want it, in which case I got tons. My friend had a BiPAP and he would snore through the BiPAP. Oh, that's not the good setting. Let's see. Sleep tests are so fucking annoying. I don't know how anyone sleeps when you do them, to be honest. The only way, honestly, one of the number one ways I know you have sleep apnea is because you can sleep like a log during those tests. Because people who have like chronic sleep apnea, they've had it for a while, they're exhausted. They never hit a REM cycle because they stop breathing so often it wakes them up in the night. And you can never hit the REM, the rapid eye movement, like actual rest part of your sleep cycle if you're constantly waking up. Those are the people, like, if you can sleep through a log through it, I'm like, I already think you have it, but like, let's do the test. When I go to cons with him, no one got sleep. Dude, that's wild. You shouldn't be able to snore through the BiPAP. I mean, I don't know though. Maybe. Ooh, started vitamin D. Did you feel anything today? I felt something right away when I first started taking vitamin D. Giggity. Speaking of breathing something, I learned in the past year is inhalers aren't just for asthma. My brother has one to help with his depression and anxiety. Absolutely. One of the meds we use in inhalers, it's called Atrovent. You can, and by this I mean your doctor can prescribe this. The little medicine capsule, we call them a fish. It's like one of those little rubber or plastic like capsules. You just twist the top off, and we squeeze the meds into your nebulizer and give you the nebulizer. You can be prescribed those, and if you get really common bloody noses, like you just all winter long you're so dry you get bloody noses all the time, or if you have constant congestion, we can prescribe those, and you can literally snort them up your nose, and they vasoconstrict all of the blood vessels, and they can stop bloody noses and stuff. It's wild. It's a breathing medicine that we now prescribe for you to snort. The world. It's a crazy place. According to my watch, I never hit REM. It's not very good. What's happened? Like, according to your watch, are you waking? Like, have you ever been diagnosed? Have you ever had a study? Oh, you've never made it through. What do you mean? What happens? I'm on BiPAP because my pressures are too high for CPAP, and I actually maxed out on BiPAP too. I'm glad you have a BiPAP. But wouldn't you agree? Like, can you imagine someone like winging it with a BiPAP? You would die probably. Like, you wouldn't be in my chat. Oh, scary shit. Esophageal manometry test is the worst test I've had. What is that, Kate? Esophageal manometry. I probably have heard of it, but I don't remember. What is it? It's more as a snore box. What? That's fantastic. I had to do three sleep studies before I managed to sleep, and all of that was just to find out, no, I don't have sleep apnea. I was so fucking annoyed. Oh. You had to do that to be referred to a rheumatologist? What in the ball fuck? Hoping to feel some tomorrow. If anything, hoping to get rid of this damn all pervading. Oh, dude, I totally get sad. Seasonal affected depression is real. Don't ever come at someone, you haters. That is like the second the sun is gone, I am sad. I'm not a sun like worshiper. I don't go outside tanning. It's just like getting that like dose in the morning when I go for a run or something, you know? Can't make it through one. What do you mean you can't? Like, do you freak out and like stand up and rip them all off your head and just be like, "Wah!" and turn into a werewolf and run away? Because like, if you lay there until 5 a.m., even if you don't pass out, we'll still be doing the test. Oh, you got your, oh my God, Anubis. Anubis, I finally found your whisper. I just spaced on it. I'm glad you got your fucking Discord back. That is crazy. I've actually seen a lot of Discord channels being commandeered lately. Like hacked. Like full channels and shit. It's made me very nervous. I have two-factor on everything, so we should be fine, but you guys ever see anything weird? Let me know. Yes, they do turn into a werewolf. Finally, someone asked the right questions. Experience is wisdom, my dudes. I'm saying. I've seen shit. I literally did. I have a patient. He was wonderful. He was, I can't remember. I think he had an injury when he was younger. And so his mental capabilities were like that of a 13-year-old. But he was getting rheumatoid arthritis as he aged. He was like in his 80s at this point, and he interpreted the rheumatoid like crinkling of his knuckles. You know, their knuckles usually get big and bulgy. He thought he turned into a werewolf, and he would tell us, he's like, I turned into a werewolf at nighttime. And it's because at nighttime he would look at his hands in the shadows and like how they had changed because he didn't remember aging. Like he was like at this. It was crazy. He was a really nice person though. Like not violent or anything. Just thought he was a werewolf. It was cool. Yeah. I'd rather think I'm a werewolf than think I'm getting rheumatoid arthritis, to be honest. Every time I take my escitalopram, I tell myself I'm taking my joy. That's what I do too. I say it to other people and they can look at me funny all they want. It is our joy. It makes us not want to die most of the time. Please see a doctor if you want to die. You don't deserve that. A sunrise lamp? Ooh, there is a really, really cool one. Oh my God. What is the website? I see it on all the time. I've read amazing reviews about it. It looks like a moon. Like it looks like a globe. And it actually puts you to sleep as well as wakes you up. So you can set a bedtime on it and it will slowly take the light to like take all the blue light out of it, and make it really warm and calming and then go dark and then it slowly warms up in the morning and it looks like a moon or a globe. I can't remember what it is though. Damn it. But I've heard amazing things. People love those. I just wake up cuz I have dogs. When I went in to get my labs done, they took 11 different vials. Jesus God fuck what? I got pissed when they took 3. I've always thought about getting a sun lamp, Viata. Do you feel a difference? Um, I would think I have RA. See, they think I have RA, lupus, or fibro. Still trying to nail down which 3 it is. They're really close. I have my sister-in-law is like dancing between RA and lupus her whole life. Not to give you no hope, like not to discourage you, but I just, I'm sure you know this. They're so close and like there's no definitive answer. It's just like they try treatments and if the treatment works for you, they're like, then it's probably this. Alchemy. Sleep is for the weak. Ooh, when you were 17? Oh. Oh, it's joy hypermobility. Do you have oh my god, Eliza, what is it? Eliza has Ehlers-Danlos, I think it's called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's not EDS. Oh, okay. That's usually when people say like the joints hypers. I'm like, oh my god, Eliza, because she can like sit next to me and sit here and like pop her shoulders in and out and make these thick, meaty sounds I despise. Oh, is that the sunrise? Well, I don't know if this one actually alarms or not. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look it up again. I haven't seen it for years, but I know I had a lot of nurse friends and stuff that would use it because we all work night shift, and your like circadian rhythm. It's super fucked on night shift because of how toxic they are until they rule out fibro. And I've yet to have an active flare when they're doing testing. Isn't that the way it always fucking is, though? What the fuck? Really, that's Eliza can do that to her, like, her whole body, but, like, it sounds so gross, and she knows I hate it, so when we stream together, she does it sitting next to me, and it's a terabad. It's so meaty. So meaty. I used to get banging Cat 5 migraines. Oh, shit, Anubis. If I slept more than 4-ish hours a night, find out it was related to stroke level blood pressure? Is that just genetic? Is that, like, part of something, Anubis? What the fuck? What does it sound like? I got nothing that even does that. I can, like, pop my fingers, but it's nothing close to it. Imagine what it would sound like if you dislocated your shoulder. That's what it sounds like. It's I can't. Nope. Can't. Bones are my thing, my dudes. I can't. I'm a meaty bitch. Me too, but Eliza's not a meaty bitch, but she has Eller's down lows. Yes, it's like the Mortal Kombat like bone crunch sounds. I think Eliza might have been the sound like like demo for those maybe because she just like does this and it's like the thick meat sound I can't imitate. I don't even know. Oh my god, Anubis, that's crazy. I'm so happy you found that out and are on meds. Jesus God. Oh, you beat the snake whore? Fuck yes. Lernie's hard. I don't care what anyone says. Lernie is hard. Like the snake bitch is fucking hard to beat. Speaking of, we should try to beat Hades, I guess. Sounds like cracking bamboo. Eliza's sounds so much. All the words sound sexual. It's like thick and wet. That's what it sounds like when she does her shoulder shit. Thick, wet, shouldn't be happening. Kind of pops. Like I crack my knuckles all the time. It's not like that. Lernie is hard. You know what? Next time Eliza visits, when everybody smarts up and gets the vaccine, I'll get like earplugs and I'll have her sit here be all thick and meaty for you. I think it's bad for her, but she does it all the time anyway. She doesn't care. I'm saying like they're all sex sounds, but it's regarding my friend Eliza who has EDS. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Afro's pretty good. I'm very, very pro Afro and Dionysus. And I used to avoid them like the plague because I couldn't really figure them out. Stop it. In Tennessee, they're banning the book Mouse. Excuse me? I feel like the vultures in Jungle Book. Don't start that again. What supremacist going door to door? Don't start that again. What? Seriously, Knives? I dislocate stuff a lot. Like my hips can pop in and out all they want. Thank fuck though. But like I crashed not a dirt bike. Well, I did crash a dirt bike. I crashed a lot of things. I crashed my snowboard when I was a kid. Dislocated my shoulder. Like threw it backwards. I hit a fucking tree. Mouse was banned due to the nudity in it. Isn't it mice? It was banned. Don't is. I have so many questions. Is porn legal? What's happening? Ooh, that's why I was asking Neuro about the autoimmune studies. Those are so fascinating to me. Seriously. That's the shit I want to hear and read about. I think it feels good to pop joints sometimes. It does release it like you're not going to get arthritis from popping joints, just an FYI. Like that's a false. All it is it's a nitrogen gas buildup in the joints, and some people can pop them, some people can't. That's all it is. What Eliza's doing is quite literally like practically dislocating her shoulder because EDS causes your tendons to be very flexible and extra stretchy. So one result of that is people with EDS tend to look really, really young, like super elastic, pale ass skin and shit. Uh, I love to crack my knuckles and shit. Like I totally get it, but for some reason like it's just the sound. It sounds like she's like ripping her arm out of her socket to me, and it's just the sound. Yeah, knuckles feel good. I like to crack my toes, like curl my toes under and step on them on the floor. That feels good. I don't think I really crack anything else though. I know there's a lot of people who like to throw their arm and like crack their elbow. The fuck is wrong with your elbow that you need to like throw your arms all the time? That is weird shit, but I see it all the time, so it must feel nice. Oh my god, dude, I've been places where like I can't get my neck to crack, like on an airplane where you can't stand up and like walk somewhere and start doing this shit. Normally you can just, people that crack our neck, we know. You know the angle and you can get it to go. You ever be somewhere you can't get it to go, but you're not allowed to like get up and like, go figure it out and you're just sitting there like I have. I have a hard time sitting still. I don't know if you could tell. It was cartoon characters and far less controversial than seeing actual footage from the Holocaust like I was shown in grade school. I'm saying like Mouse It's a book about not the Nazi, like the Nazis. It feels quite pro-Nazi to ban the book. Ooh, Eliza, I've gotten that. My neck will do that. I can get a Charlie horse in the front of my neck really bad. If I'm like dehydrated, it's terrible. It's an allegory. Thank you. That was the word I was trying to think of. It's an allegory of the fucking Holocaust. I need some of that. I need some of that fucking neck crackage. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like nudity's a real cheap excuse for we don't want to teach the kids critical race theory. But I'm not a racist. First things first. Thank you dearly for the 15-month resubs, excellent, and the friendship and the wondrous presence in my community and life. Secondly, I hear I missed a birthday. I just took a big hit. Give me 1 second. How the fuck are you, girl? Sativa or indica? Ooh, what is it that I'm smoking? Hold on. I'll look at it. It's called Mandarin Skittles, spelled with a Z at the beginning. Skittles. It is. I have no idea. It doesn't say. Sick. I mean, let's be real. There's no CBD in any weed ever anymore that you're buying legally. They've bred it out. So really, sativa, indica, meh. But it says it's 47.69% THC, 0.33% CBD. So I'm going to go with it's an indica because it has 0.33 CBD in it. I don't really feel like a sativa versus I don't. I smoke a lot of weed. So maybe I smoke too much. I don't smoke like exorbitant amounts in my opinion, but maybe I smoke too much to like notice that. I've never noticed like a sativa giving me creative energy or an indica putting me in the bed. All weed. To me, it's like, did I get kind of high? It's good weed. Did I not? Nah, it's shag weed. That's just how I think of it, right? That too basic. I want to dim my light that's way above me. I can do it with my phone. Sativa Dom hybrid. Is that what it said it is? Did you look it up, Kate? Sativa Dom hybrid. No shit. Nice. It's very smooth. It doesn't like I wouldn't say I'm coughing exponentially from it or anything weird. I'm just seeing if there's any more information. Not really. Just Mandarin Skittles. It says the batch number and shit, but that doesn't really give us anything, does it? Isn't it fantastic, Eliza? Ugh, I know. I'm so happy you're playing because we can talk about it now. I'll talk about this game with anybody. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't have any other information on this. Mandarin is sativa, Skittles is... Oh, there you go. Nice. That's probably why I like it. All right. I need to sing happy birthday to someone. It's Sexcellent. Happy birthday, Sexcellent. Just kidding. That would have been so shitty, right? Happy birthday, happy birthday, this is your day. Or it was recent because you said you were going to come by yesterday and you didn't, so I'm not sure. To have a lot of fun. We were waiting for the celebrating. I'm trying not to deafen you. But that was your day. So happy birthday to you and to Mood. Happy fucking birthday. Oh my god, all these January birthdays. What was 9 months ago? The fuck was your family doing? Jesus. Happy birthday. When was your birthday? It's excellent. It was Tuesday. Happy fucking birthday, Monday and Tuesdayers. I hope they were wonderful and relaxing and no one bothered you. Because that's the best. Especially once you start clearing, that's my problem. Is like I can fly through the game really fast at this point. It's Hades I always have a problem with, but I think is everybody. He sucks. He super sucks. Happy birthday. I hope it was wonderful. Ooh, I'm 33, but only for like another month, so samesies. That's me too. Like My 30th birthday was when I had my mental breakdown and went to Disney World, and beyond that, I've just kind of blacked out. I don't know what's happening anymore. I turned all of the heats off for this run because there was a lot of people in the chat who had just started playing, and I wanted them to see like the non-chaos first. I didn't want to scare them because some people were like, "Okay, I just picked up the game, let's go," and I was like, So I turned all the heat off just to show like a normal run. I can't remember 33. Really? I mean, I'm gonna remember it forever because it was COVID, but I'm pissed. Like I was thinking about this the other day. I've had two chances for two like technically golden birthdays. My birthday is March 3rd, which is the third month, third day, right? So 2003, March 3rd, should have been pretty dope, right? Parents forgot my birthday. 33, 3-3, right? That was this year. COVID, Omicron, death, dismemberment, sadness, Russia. I think I'm a curse. I think I might be a walking curse. It's happening. Happy fucking birthday. Don't worry, I have a cool video for you. We're not done. Thanos isn't death. He's Grimace's cousin, I think. Wait, what? Grimace, like, from McDonald's? What's happening? The Guan Yu, is that the one where it takes your health down to, like, 50, though? I just can't. I'm too, like, reckless, I guess. I'm not careful enough when I fight. And that's just me. Yeah. I can never get my health. Like, you know the run I just did where all I was getting was, like, health and gem doors? If I take that, I guarantee it will be all boons, and I'll go in with 50 health. Lady Death is hot as fuck. I have a big scythe tattooed on my body. I might be Death. You don't know. Who would want to own up to that? Nobody. That'd be weird. I'm not Death. That's a joke. For real, it's total joke. I was kidding. Ooh, I took Maddie to a reptile convention. Oh, she got a chinchilla. Oh my god, they're so cute and soft. Seriously, I've never owned one, but I dated a guy whose mom like babysat one for a while. And we were staying at her house for Christmas, and I mean, it was so soft, it was like you almost didn't feel it when you were touching this little creature. It was crazy. They are so soft. That's pretty cool though. Did you see some cool animals there? I've never been to an exotics expo, but honestly, like they always happen on a weekend where I definitely have plans with somebody. Like it just coincidentally or COVID cancels them. But I'd love to go. I'm really good at not compulsively buying stuff. It's not like I would have a problem. I just want to see all the cool animals. I treat like that's how I feel when I go to the pet store. It's like a little mini zoo visit for me. I get to see all the animals I don't want to own. Hi, I'll be your nurse, Katie. By the way, I have a tat of a scythe on my side, so I may be Death. Either way, I'm in the right place. Would you like some coffee? It's fine. I got it somewhere my patients can't see. It is my biggest tattoo, though. It's huge. Dude, the tegus are wild. You know what's crazy to me is I see hundreds, if not thousands, of baby tegus for sale on the internet every day, and I don't know one person who owns one. Where are they going? Because that's a dog lizard. Like, you need a bedroom to home that thing. Where are they going? I have 2 OBTs. Actually, I rehoused my other OBT, the smaller one, and it did the coolest thing with its enclosure. I gotta take pictures of it. It made curtain webs that literally look like something out of a movie. Anime, have a beautiful day, honey boo boo. No, I'm gonna pull up that awesome music video of the Hades people singing those songs, and we're gonna listen to it and watch it together because it's so fucking impressive. These people are flawless angels of music and magic, and it's just, I mean, few things in the world really impress me musically the way that this did. They're incredible. Not saying I'm a professional, I'm just kind of picky. Amazing. Is it the end of April? Where is it? Which one are you going to? Ew, I just had to throw away a rat. My fucking, of course. Guess which snake didn't eat their rat? You don't even have to know what snakes I own to guess which snake left their rat, and I had to pull it out the next morning all fucking smelly. Eh. I'm gonna cheers. I see the cheers. Give me 1 second. I'm just finding that. Is it this one? There's 2 videos where the 2 people are singing a cappella with each other, and I can never figure out which one it is the really good one. They're both amazing, obviously, but while I'm on my brain track, let me find it really quick. Don't you do it. Is this the one? I just don't know. It's the Wasatch Reptile Expo. It might just be Utah. How far away is it from me, dude? I'd totally love to go. I'd make a little road trip to come hang out. I'm gonna write it down. It's the Wasatch. Sales, thank you so much for being awesome and hanging out with us all day and being one of the fearless leaders of chat and keeping away the nonsense and the hate and the grossness. I love you, boo boo. Sleep well, drink water, wash your hands. You know what's up. All I'm doing is playing awesome music, and then we're gonna raid someone cool. But I swear to God, this music is so worth it. You will die. Why can't I find the right one? Nice silly pants. Yes, probably. Does anybody? If you have the link and I'm being a dumbass, feel free to shoot it to me. I'm trying. Oh wait, I found it. Did I just find it? Like literally on the moment. I found it on the moment. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I found it. Don't worry about it. I don't know why this one's so hard to find. I gotta add it to my favorites or something. Save. It is in my favorites. Good to know. Future reference. Catherine. Dumbass. Okay. We had a mouse in the house recently. Oh god. My cat thought it was a toy and just batted it around. While the previous mouse, she made a clean kill. Is that like a thing they do? Like she left it alive? I wonder if it's like a hunting thing, like a hunting instinct kind of thing. I wonder. You never know. Cats are it is, yeah. I know like killer whales do that. Like they'll keep their food alive to teach their babies how to hunt. And it looks to us like they're playing with a live seal and like torturing it to death, but really it's like a hunting instinct kind of thing. It just kind of fucks us up because we humans. Shut up, Tara. I'm gonna get a naked cat someday. You love your naked cat. All right, are you ready for some dope ass music? I am. Let's run an ad real quick. 3 minutes. 3-minute ad, stretch your dicks. Because the video is 12 minutes long, and if you get a Twitch ad in the middle of this, I'm going to be real pissed for you. And I have to pee really bad. Sound good? Sound good. I'll be right back. You be right back. Stand up, pee your pants, do what you need to do. Don't pee your pants, though. I mean, at least use the big bottle under the desk. That's what mother puts it there for. And I'll be back in just a few minutes after I go not pee my pants. Yeah? Yeah. That's why people should keep their fucking cats inside. Well, I mean, no shit. Yes, I agree with that. For their safety and the safety of literally everything else. All right, be right back, my dudes. Be weird. I mean, don't be weird. What? My dudes, I cannot tell you how funny of a thing I just experienced. Lilith just got snow stuck to her tongue. Like the kid in Christmas Story getting his tongue stuck to an ice thing. She had snow in her mouth, and just a big chunk of it got stuck to her tongue, and the reaction was like peanut butter in a dog's mouth. I really didn't know what the fuck was going on at first. Like, that was maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. She was like pawing at her tongue. Like, she would stick her, and then pawing at it. I was like, what the fuck? Poodles. Second smartest breed, my dudes. I'm saying. Oh my god, Doc, how are you? Hello. Oh my god, Bex is gonna be 5? Wow. That's amazing, actually. Time is what? Thank you. I change my setup like constantly. I like to reorganize shit, but I like how it is. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, Smokehouse. How are you, love? Oh, Smokehouse didn't remind me, but I have this light above me, and sometimes it goes kind of a blue shade, and I think it's making my lights look really blue. Hold on. Before I forget. Hello? Where are you? Oh, no, that's wrong. I got. Dude, it's not March yet. Stop it. There we go. More natural. A little less blue. Little less blue. Little less blue. Perfect. Anyways. Hello, Taco. How are you, love? Oh, shitballs. Okay. Let's see. So, it's the end of my day, and the weather kind of cleared up, so I super want to take my dogs for a walk. But I have a video that I think is worth all of you sticking around for a few minutes and watching with me and enjoying with me and smoking some pot. It's a great end to a stream. I mean, seriously, like, your your balls are going to be blown if you've never heard the Hades music done a cappella by the singers that do it. It's so good, and I don't just say that. It's actually phenomenal, and it's the game music, so I can play it and not get in trouble as long as I tell you this is from the game Hades. They do everything in-house. It's great. Like, it's not DMCA shit, which is amazing. Oh my god. When you can finally breathe through your nose, this is how I always feel, Taco. I'm sure you can relate. It's like suddenly you're like, I am never going to take this for granted again. That's what it feels like. When you can't do it and then suddenly you can, you're just like, "Ah, bitch. I'm going to fucking huff everything." And I'm going to smell all the things. Yeah. Yeah. What up, Roll Chick? How are you, love? Caffeinated cheers to you. Oh my god, yeah. That's the best feeling. The best. Until you smell something terrible and then you're like, well, maybe I'd take that stuff nose. I don't know. I'm going to finish my bowl and pack a new bowl. And then while we do that, let us watch this wonderful music. It's the two people singing. It's a live video. And seriously, it's Hades music. It's going to blow your mind. It's some of the best music I ever heard in my life. I listen to this regularly. Like, it's just. Okay. Did anyone else cry when that song finally played after you beat Hades that certain time? I didn't do it on stream, unfortunately. But I bawled like a little bitch. Cool. Glad I'm not the only one. Sick. Did not expect that because I've heard that song a million times. I love that song. I've heard it over and over. And when that scene happened, I was just sitting here like, oh, I'm so happy. What the fuck? Yeah. Like exactly. Like a sobbing child. I was like choking. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thank you. You know, Taco, there really is no beat it as far as I know so far. Like, I have beat.
No copyright.
Oh, you have no idea who we're rating. I've like beat Hades a million times. That's not beating the game. Various other things I won't say because I don't want to spoil it. Excuse me. Gross. But I still haven't beat it, and I have 600 plus hours in it. Not bragging, just saying like either I'm terrible at the game or it has excessive replayability. It's crazy. The coolest thing to me is that all the Greek lore that they feed you in the game is legit Greek lore, like from history books and shit, which I think is really cool. So you kind of get a cool education while you're playing the game. Maybe both. Like, yeah, fuck, I have no idea. Yes? Maybe. Nobody knows. Anyways, I'm gonna go walk my dogs in the snow. Walk my dogs. Probably end up playing in the snow with my dogs, but I'm gonna go exercise them for a bit and get the beans out because otherwise this nap will turn into just a nighttime of hell for me. So, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I'm really surprised my internet and power didn't go out all day, but goddamn it, knock on wood, I'm into it. We have so much snow and it just didn't stop all fucking day. Like, it literally just stopped about an hour ago. All day. Just pummeled with snow. I'm shocked, but very happy. Ooh, is Rod live? Oh my god, yes! I literally pulled up my followed live channels, and one of them, I think I was like hovered over it, just auto played. But I never get to watch Rod. Where is he? Where is that little bitch? I'm gonna find him. Maybe. Oh, I found him. Found him. Speaking of Rod, Rod gave me a video game for Christmas. A video game? Who the fuck calls him that anymore? A PC game. He gave me Resident Evil. I believe it's called Village. It's the one with the 9-foot, big-tittied, sexy vampire lady that everyone tagged me in 500 times when the game was released. That one. He gifted that to me for Christmas, and I super want to start playing it. So sometime this week, I'm going to start playing that game. I've already downloaded it and shit. But, you know, Hades is crack, so that's what happened today. Unfortunately, I apologize. Not really, though. I'll play Hades any fucking day. It's so good. It never gets old. There's so many, like, weapon, boon, blah, 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 so on and so forth combinations you can make. It's like you never get bored. It's a different... I feel like every single time I do a run, it feels different. No matter what. And I've obviously played a lot. If not too much. I don't know. I'm going to host my boy Rod for... No, I can raid. Oh my god, my raid button works. Sometimes the raid button is weird, but I could type it. I learned yesterday that I'm just, you know, ancient and forgot that you can actually type commands like raid. Come on, come on. There he is. All right. Let's raid my boy Rod. He's playing Ghost of Tsushima. I always say it wrong. Tsushima? Tsushima? Tsushima. Is that how you say it? It's like Sushima, kind of? I don't know. I always say it fucking wrong, but the game is gorgeous and I love it. So let's go hang out with Rod. Thank you guys for being awesome and hanging out with me today, though. Hopefully the snow doesn't knock anything out and kill anything. Tomorrow's Fated Friday. Get some fucking weed. Or whatever, you know, relaxes you at the end of a long week. Whatever. Could just be a cold glass of water. Whatever you like, motherfuckers. I'll see you. Oh, it's Tsushima. Tsushima? Is that how it is? Okay. Tsushima. That's what I kind of thought. Sick. I'll catch you fuckers tomorrow. Wash your hands. Be classy. Get vaccinated. If you can. I love you. Bye.